What is up, everybody? I am the free-to-play Padawan. I love Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but I hate spending money on mobile games. And I believe that you can dominate this game without even spending a dime. And sometimes you dominate so hard, and everybody's been here, that this happens. Your mod inventory is full, and mods start going into your inbox. Well, we're going to process a few mods today with you guys, and we're going to talk about what I do when this happens. We got Night Snipe in the chat, says, hey everyone, what's up Night Snipe? Good to see you, man. You're the first in the chat tonight, congratulations. I don't know if anybody figured out the secret message in the description. Put it in the chat if you did. There's a secret hidden message in the description. We got Van Lionheart in the chat. Hello, what's up my friend? Hey, there's Belias, what's up man? Welcome. Welcome. Okay, so I would like to claim these mods, but I can't because our mod inventory is full. Belias says this happened to you today. This happened to you today. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I tell you what, they need to give us more. Either they need to give us more mod space, or we need to get better at handling our mods. But there's just, I have a problem with letting go of potential mods. Okay, so if you're full on mods, click on any character, click on any mod, any mod, and it'll take you into this mod screen. The first thing you want to do when you get into this mod screen is you want to go to the cell tab, you want to go to filter, scroll down here to any rarity, and you want to select 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the dots on your mods, 1, 2, 3, and 4 dot. We want to get rid of all of our 1, 2, 3, and 4 dots. So we're going to select all. You see these are 3 dot mods. We're not even interested in them. We got some 4 dot mods in here. We're just making sure none of them are 5 dot mods. And we just sell them outright. Now, unfortunately, that's only 20. But it's only 20 because I've done that recently, which means I'm in really big trouble. I'm in really big trouble. Let's go ahead and claim these to get these in the pile. Oh, that was some other stuff. I didn't even see what the first thing was. Doggone it. Then Lionheart says, first to liked before the stream began. Well, man, that is some, you have faith. You have faith that this is going to be a stream that you like. I really appreciate it, man. Parrot says, hey. Intimidation says, what's up? Night Snipe got it. Night Snipe got it. Today we 7-star Thrawn. That is the goal. We're going to save it for the end of the stream because I don't want to miss out on any of the other stuff that we do. But I don't care how long it takes. Who knows how long this stream is going to be. This might be, well, it's always going to be 2 hours. It's going to say this might be hours. It might go way past that. But we're going to try to do it. My Phoenix are not in the best shape. I don't think I've ever unlocked Thrawn with Phoenix this low. Now they're at kind of like the recommended gear. Their mods are garbage. We'll go through that later. But I'm very excited. We are gonna try to we are going to 7-star Thrawn today. I don't care if I have nobody else watching because it's like midnight where I am and it's morning time where you guys are. Who knows what it's gonna be? We're gonna do it. Intimidation happens to be every day. Just means I need to manage them better. Well, let's start a discussion in the mod channel in Discord. For anybody that says this never happens to me, but I still farm mods aggressively, help us out. Help the rest of us out because this happens to us just way too much. Paris says happens to me every day, but I have only 500k credits. Well, that really makes it hard to process your mods without credits, doesn't it? Belias says totally agree. The handling is terrible, but the grind is worth it, but not so fun. Yeah, oh, we have Dr. Enucleator, who I've never seen before. Welcome, what's up? New around here, you got a killer account, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I wouldn't say that it's killer, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And it will be killer someday. You know, guys, this guy, Intimidation, he just posted, I don't know if you guys ever go on the forums for this game, he just posted a 1-year update for his main account, and it is sick in the forums. If you guys want to see a killer account, somebody that's gonna be one of the top players in this game, no doubt. It's Intimidation right here, you guys. He's one of our mods in the Discord. He is serious about this game. Okay, what are we even talking about? We're looking at mods. We're looking at mods. Okay, so we sold our 1, 2, 3, 3 dot and 4 dot mods. Okay, now we have to start through the painstaking process of processing the mods. Now, as you guys can see, I keep a lot of mods. I keep a lot of mods because they have potential. Let's just, I don't know, click on this one. Let's see what it's got. This is a tenacity mod with a little bit of speed. I don't even know why I'm keeping that one. Let's get rid of that one. I mean, it's got 3 hits in offense, but it's got some potency, which is good, but it's a tenacity mod. So let's unlock that one. We'll sell that one at some point. But I need to go through and I need to be more harsh with my mods. Here we have a defense mod with protection primary and a little bit of speed. I guess I'm keeping that in case I need a little bit of speed on somebody, but I'm not going to slice it anymore. Anyway, let's talk about what your parameters should be for keeping mods or getting rid of mods. Let's start with arrows. We'll do some arrows. We'll just kind of stick to this side right here because the mods here in the squares are all the same primary. Here in the, what is this? Diamonds are all the same primary. And then the circles are one of 2 primaries, health and protection. So a lot of your primary variety happens over here. So these are the ones we need to discuss more. But basically, you guys, we're looking for speed, and we're looking for stats in the secondaries that go with the type of mod it is and the primary that it has. Let's catch up with the chat real quick. The OG says, howdy, howdy. Intimidation, thanks for the shout out as always, Patty. Well, I really appreciate all of your help on the account and the channel, and someday we're gonna get a rematch, maybe, on your alt, and maybe I'll have a chance to beat you. Ooh, straight to the dirty stuff. You're absolutely right, DOG. Okay, arrows. A lot of your speed, your easy speed, your money speed that you can guaranteed get on your characters are gonna come from your speed arrows. So most of the arrows you want to keep are going to be speed arrows. And what I do is if it's a 5 dot speed arrow, I immediately lock it. Later on, we'll go through and see what the secondaries are and try to match, you know, offensive secondaries with attackers, defensive secondaries with tanks, but you want a speed arrow on almost every one of your characters. So you want to keep your speed arrows. But then you got an arrow, let's see, like this one. This one is an offense arrow. Offense arrows can be really good, but because you otherwise get a lot of speed from your arrow, if you have a primary that's different than speed, you really need speed in the secondary. So this one right on the gate, we can see that it's not a speed primary. It has no speed in the secondaries. We are going to sell that bad boy. So, well, let's do some filtering since we want to look at arrows. Just real quick, so I did that. We go to filter, and then we click on any slot. We click on arrows instead, and that'll just pull up the arrows. I find it easier to process mods by the slot that they're in, because then you can kind of have your mind right and say, I'm going through arrows, so I'm thinking through arrows in this particular mindset, okay? So let's go through our arrows. Anything that's not already locked, we're going to open up and look at because it's a new speed arrow. Lock it immediately, okay? Let's go ahead and upgrade it a little bit so that we can see for later what the secondaries are. So next time we need a speed arrow that's a health mod on somebody, we can see what the secondaries are right here. Here's another arrow. Okay, so here we go. We have a potency arrow, potency type mod, okay? It's not speed, so we're almost certainly going to sell it. But it has potency in the secondary on a potency mod, so there's synergy there within the mod. Let's see what the third stat is. It is speed, okay. So this mod has potential. This mod has potential. Now, I can't think off the top of my head what characters need potency and also health, except I guess Grievous would be an option. Grievous would be an option. Critical chance wouldn't hurt Grievous. Defense wouldn't be that good, but let's see how much speed we roll on this bad boy. Okay, so we rolled 7 speed, but we did hit 1 hit in potency and 1 hit in crit chance, so this is, you know, it's not a great mod. It's not a great mod, but we're gonna lock it because we might go on somebody, and that is why I have such a mod problem. I have too many mods because I keep things that might go on somebody. I don't know. I'll have to go through. The more you go through your account and refine the mods that you're keeping, get rid of the ones that you shouldn't be hanging on to anymore, the better and better your mod inventory is going to be. So this is only going to help your account to go through this process. Let's do a few more. I don't want to go crazy with it. Let's do a few more arrows and then we'll jump onto triangles. Here's a protection arrow on a potency type mod. almost all the characters that want potency also want to be fast, okay? So if you're talking about putting a potency mod on somebody, you really want to have speed as the primary arrow. But well, let's take it up to 6 and see what happens. We got a little bit of speed, a 3 hidden speed. Let's see what it, oh, okay. Then it went up to 13 speed. Okay, so hey, 3 hits for 13 is not that great, but it started with a 3, and that means the other 2 were 5 and 5. So that could be a good mod. Now, it's still not a speed mod. So you see, if it was a speed mod in the primary, then it would be at, I think it's 30 speed once you level it up to 15. So 13 is less than 30. But there are still some characters in the game that you want to have extra protection on, but you still want to get some of that speed back. So we're going to save that. This is not planned, but that's actually one of those situations where it's an arrow that's not a speed primary, but you get enough speed in the secondary where it's worth it to keep it and put it on somebody. Let's do one more arrow. Here's health. It's green, so because it's green, we're going to level it up to 9. Taking a step back really quick, you want to be careful with your credits in order to not spend too much on your mods while you're figuring out if they're worth keeping or not. With a green mod, if you take it to level 9, it'll show all the secondaries, and then we can make an educated decision. In this case, there's no speed. We're selling it. Let's check the chat. Coleman Traber, we made it. Yes, Sven Lionheart dropped about 10 mil on mods this week, trying to get 3PO and Chewie really good. Nice. Nice. Coleman Traber is an offense arrow, not good for Yoda under Jedi Knight Revan. It is fantastic for Yoda under Jedi Knight Revan. It is very good. In fact, that's definitely what I would run under Jedi Knight Revan for Yoda, is an offense arrow. Offense arrow, offense cross, crit damage, triangle, definitely good for Yoda. Cat Lord of the 69th. I've never seen that name before. Welcome. Hello. It just finished by GAC. 2059 banners. You must be in a high, what is it? Division. That's really high banners. Underdog everything, just stumbled once stupidly. Well, have they attacked yet? Hopefully it went well for you and bad for them. I'm rooting for you. Intimidation. GAC speed round done. Full clear. See you next season, Patty. Oh my gosh, Intimidation, you are just killing it. I think I've dropped 2 battles so far in the new GAC. I've dropped 2 battles. Oh, you're okay. You're on your phone this time. Gotcha. This is Sweet 1825. All right, cool. All right, that's enough for arrows. Let's look at triangles. Just real quick, we click on triangles. It says you have no triangles. It's because we're asking for triangles, but we're limiting it to arrows. Using these filter things can really help you process mods well. Now, arrows are more rare than the rest of your mods. If you look, these are all the arrows I was saying. Triangles. Triangles are one of the rarest types of mods. In fact, they are the one you get the fewest of. And so you want to be more lenient on the triangles because you have to have something to put on your characters, right? So, in fact, in all the mods I've gotten so far, since the last time I processed them, I've only got 1 so far here that needs to be processed. Blue mods we take up to 6. And there's no speed. It's a health primary, which is fine for a triangle. The best primary is crit damage. But a health primary is fine for some characters, but it's not on a health type mod. If you get a health primary on the triangle, you really want it to be a more defensive style mod. Potency is like a support or offensive style mod. So we're going to sell that. Let's see how many other triangles we have. Crit chance is a fine primary. It is green, so we're going to take it up to 9 to see what all the secondaries are. Okay, so we have potency on a potency mod. Those two go together. Crit chance and potency are kind of offensive. This is health percentage, offense percentage. This has no speed, but I'm going to keep it because it's a potency combo here. And plus it has the offense percentage and health percentage are both good things. So we're going to keep this. We will probably get rid of that pretty early in our account, but we're going to keep it for now. Here we go. Crit damage is the best triangle to have. This is the only mod primary that can give you more critical damage, and you can't get critical damage in the secondary. So if you want more critical damage on your character, this is the best place to get it. A critical damage set will also give you some, but you can get this primary on any type mod. So it's green. Let's level it up. Alright, we're keeping it for the same reason as before. Potency, and it's a good primary. You see, I've got such a small amount of triangles. I have to keep some and be less strict. Here we go. Protection primary. It is a gray mod. So just like the green mods, I like to take them to 9, open up the first 3, and here we have speed. So this is good. This mod is worth keeping because it has speed. Let's see what the last one is. Potency on a potency. So this is looking like a good mod. Protection is not offensive, it's defensive. Alright, you guys, this is the third attempt. This is the third attempt of this stream, and my streaming software is just giving me trouble. I've restarted my whole system. Hopefully this is third time's the charm, you guys. Third time's the charm is what I would love to see. Let's see if we get anybody going on in the chat over here. We got Night Snipe in the chat. It says working. So far so good, Night Snipe. So far so good. Man, I tell you what. We're definitely going to be streaming late tonight if we can't even get it started on time. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's do a sum up of the mod situation, because the last time, okay, you guys are here. Excellent. The last time we got cut off, we were in the middle of summing up the mod situation. When you get that message that your mod inventory is reached, then you have to go into your mod inventory and sell some mods. You want to make sure that you know what makes a good mod and what doesn't make a good mod. We've talked about that in other videos, but to sum it up really simply, you want your mods to have speed in the secondaries, and you want the primary and the secondaries and the mod type to all go well together. Now here's an example. This is a tenacity mod. All right, I have this on my Brood Alpha. The tenacity mod has 19 speed, which is good. It's not as good as it could be, but it is good. And it has tenacity right here. It also has health and protection. Now, these are not percentages, these are flat stats. And it's hit quite a few of these flat stats, which is not great. But because this mod has tenacity, which goes with the type of mod that it is, speed, which is good for everybody, and the primary on the diamonds is always defense, and this is a good mod. You definitely want to keep this mod. And then you click on a mod like this. We don't know what the secondaries are, so you want to spend some money to upgrade it. You only want to upgrade it 3 rolls at a time. For a gray mod, if it's showing no secondaries, every time you upgrade it 3, so from 1 to 3, 3 to 6, it'll show a new secondary. And then every time it shows a new secondary, you make your decision, is this a mod that I want to keep or not? And you can see that it gets more and more expensive the higher you go. So if you can make the decision on a gray mod, we're going to sell this one. If you can make a decision on a gray mod at level 6 or level 9, then you're going to save yourself even more credits. The goal is to use as few credits as possible to process your mod. So let's say we take this to 6. And then we see, okay, this is a potency mod with tenacity and crit chance. Crit chance is good. Let's go a little further and see what we find. Potency on a potency mod is good. Potency and crit chance. Now, even though it's got potency and crit chance, which are 2 good stats for a potency mod, I don't want to keep this mod unless this last one is speed. Let's see if it's speed. It is not. Well, it's health percentage, which is also good, but because this mod has no speed, we are selling it. There we go. So you process your mods, you sell everything that you can, and you get down to like 150 mods left in your inventory, and then you will solve your mod problem. I know it's a lot of work, and it's kind of boring, but that's how you make your characters good. If you process your mods, these are not the best mods in the world, but we got a 14 speed here, we've got a 19 speed here, we got a 19 speed here, we got a 20 speed here. You can get mods like this on your account, but you have to go through the process of looking for them. It's like you're panning for gold. It's like you're panning for gold. I told my buddy at work, When you get all these mods in your inventory, it's like a big pile of dirt, okay? It's just dirt, it's garbage, but in there might be some gold, and you have to process all of that dirt in order to find the gold inside, and that's what processing mods is. You're trying to go through these mods using your credits to chip away at the dirt and see if there's any gold in there, and if there's not any gold in there, get rid of it and move on to the next shovel full of dirt. All right, so it is my fleet arena climb. Oh, I'm still number 3 from yesterday? Man, you guys are generous to me. Oh, we got Roger. He's always giving us trouble. Let's hop in here and do a battle before we run out of time. DOG, you have your GBA on 6 dot already? Yeah, my Geonocean Brood Alpha, I gotta have those 6 dots in order to get, trying to get some speed on him. My goal is to be able to put my Geos on defense and have Vaders fail against my Geos. I'm not brave enough to put him on defense yet, but we'll see. I got a bunch of tenacity on him, and even though that looked like a lot of speed, he's not fast enough yet. He's still only like 260, I think, something like that. Like dirt, you like the dirt comparison. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I find analogies helpful myself. All right, come on, tell me we're not about to lose Spy. Tell me we're not about to lose Spy. Ability block on Hyena, that's good. Oh, Spy's still alive. Come on, baby. All right, so you guys may or may not know, I often forget it myself, that Soldier's Basic actually removes turn meter. 20%. Doubled against debuffed enemies. This is significant turn meter reduction. And whenever Hyena Bomber goes, he can ignore taunt. So he can and will go after Spy. So what we're gonna do is if he gets a little more turn meter, instead of using our special, we're just gonna use a basic with Soldier to try to remove some turn meter from Hyena. Okay, we gotta, oh, who's he bringing? Oh no. Ooh, that's actually good. That was very favorable, and the fact that they went after Houndstooth was good. Let's bring in our salvation over here, Plo Koon, trying to save the day. Alright, Plo can give everybody turn meter, but everybody's pretty close to going anyway. Let's do turn meter anyway. Alright, we got... See if we can get a Soldier assist. Maybe a Soldier assist will bring this down. Yes, took the turn meter away. Soldier basic takes some more turn meter away, and he's fighting back. The Hyena Bomber is fast, man. Great, now we got Buzz Droids on everybody. Alright, we're putting this on Houndstooth. This fleet is tough, you guys. This fleet is tough. Oh, good. That took the Buzz Droids off of our 2 Geos because they got damaged. All right, turn meter and offense up to counter that offense down. We got to kill him right here. Kill him. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, okay, good. Let's get some debuff cleansing on Houndstooth. Houndstooth's about to eat it, you guys, because the original Hyena Bomber's about to do that right there. Okay, so that he didn't get the buff immunity. He's still close to death, though. Let's take a shot at Spy while we can get it, while we got him in the open a little bit. And let's put some damage on Sunfac while he is not taunting. We got to get, what do we got to get? Let's get some blindness on the field. The blindness will help us to dodge some of these attacks they're about to throw at us. Ooh, not enough. Not enough. Not enough dodging. Not enough dodging. This looks like it's it. This looks like it's it. Yeah, that Hyena is so durable. Alright, it's not over, but it ain't looking good. So this is the real Vulture. Yeah. Let's go ahead and kill the real Vulture. It won't... Oh, it didn't even kill him. I was going to say it won't actually take a ship off the field. Oh, no. He put the taunt on Spy. Interesting. Interesting. All right, let's hit everybody. So Spy can't stealth, but it doesn't matter because we don't have any sauce left. All right, we'll come back and try that again in a few minutes. Yes, 3rd time's the charm so far. The stream is holding up. Who knows? I don't understand technology, you guys. I don't understand technology. But so far, so good. All right, we have a grand arena to do, but we got to knock out some of these dailies first. And we need to stay on top of our fleet climb. So let's buy this energy, buy one of those. There's something else I wanted to buy today, you guys, and this is going to be a lot of crystals, but I want you to look with me at this purchase. Right now, as always, I need, where's it at? Right here, Chirotech. I need so much Chirotech. Now this, if we look at it, it's 4 crystals. Okay, it's not for money, so we have some crystals. It's 25 to 50. It says there's a 50% chance to get either result. But if you look at what does 25 Chirotech cost for crystals, which is not how I usually get it, but if I was to get it with crystals, what would it cost? Let's find out. Let's find out. Tarkin needs some. Right here. It's what I'm currently farming for him. Let's see, how much would it be for crystals? 700 for 25. So it's actually a 10 crystal savings from the normal weekly shipment price of 700 for 25. And there's a chance we can get 50. So I don't normally buy gear with crystals, but we need so much Chirotech, you guys, as you always do. We need Chirotech here for this piece. Do we need Chirotech for this piece? No. But we also need Chirotech for this piece right here. We have 1 out of the 4 that we need for our 2 projects right now. We need 2 here, and we need 2 on Tarkin. So that's 4 altogether, and they cost 50 salvage each to make. So I'm gonna buy that. I don't know if it's gonna be a good deal. I don't know how many crystals you guys have, but I feel like I have just enough crystals to do it one time and see what happens. I've got a good amount of these right now, so let's do it. You guys ready? Let's see what happens. Free-to-play players do not spend crystals on these very much. Let's see what it is. 50! We got the 50, you guys! Yes, yes, yes! Yes! Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay. So that is going to actually let us put one more piece of gear on Tarkin, which is going to make our ship a little bit better. And then when we get this piece, which we're not super far from this piece, we need just this. Then we can get him to relics and give our ship a little more juice. Now Tarkin is not a good character to relic, you guys, but I'm desperate for fleet. You guys see, I'm in the top 5, which is good. Normally I do not start the day in top 5. But I'm in the top 5. So it's okay if I don't beat Roger Roger and number 2. But I need to be able to consistently get top 5. So you see what I'm doing is I'm spending crystals to make crystals, so that I can keep the momentum of the account going. Okay. Yes, the luck. Congrats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So consider it, you guys. If you're doing the free-to-play nation way, and you're sitting on a couple thousand crystals, which you should be if you're getting top 5 in Fleet Arena every day, you're getting crystals pretty well. Maybe you've got number 1 in a couple of these Grand Arena series, and you got 750 crystals from that. Maybe something to throw it at. You're gonna need those. I never know what they're called. I call them the spiky Chirotech, which is not right at all. It's not right at all. It's gonna be gone now, right? Let's see. Did it only let me buy one or the other? Maybe it only let me buy one or the other, unless I'm just blind. I gotta be careful clicking around this stuff because I don't want to actually. Okay, here it is. Yeah, no, this one is still here, but I'm not gonna buy this one because I've got some of those right now. I find that I don't use those as much. Okay, let's spend this energy. I don't like letting this energy sit. We gotta knock out some dailies. We gotta do another fleet battle, and then we gotta get into this Grand Arena, which I have not even looked at. I know our opponent is looking pretty thick. You guys were at 1.36. He's at 1.9 something. Okay. We're pushing a little far. We're pushing a little high. I don't really like fighting opponents that are that much stronger than me. Okay, here we go. Hard battles. Shock prods. Thank you, DOG. Shock prods is what they're called. Okay, so we are farming this ship, and we're getting a bonus scion from it. We got neither. Doggone it. Shock prods and battle computers. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. So no shards for that. I guess they're making up for the good RNG we got from those shock rods. I love that, though. That's so exciting to get the 50 pack. I love that. That is a huge deal. We've already farmed 2 of these, so we only have 3 more to go. And we got a Houndstooth shard out of 3. Very nice. That's what we need. The very most. Our Houndstooth is not 7 stars, and our Executrix is not 7 stars. When we get those to 7 stars, we will be doing much better in fleet. Much better in fleet. Why didn't you grab the free calendar? That's a great question, Lord Czar. It's because I'm still collecting the calendar from last month. I took a look at the free calendar. So we're doing these 4 nodes plus Hyena Bomber, just real quick. For those of you guys who are following along what we're farming right now, here's the Hyena Bomber. The free calendar stays there. Let's take a look at it. It says you have 18 days left to grab it. So I can still grab this as long as I grab it before 18 days are over. And when I look at this and I look and see what's inside of it, I see that I need most of this stuff. Obviously we need these. Mon Mothma is a great character that I definitely want someday. Omegas are good. I'm super low on these purple mats. I need all this stuff. But I also look at the calendar that I'm currently collecting. Let's take a look at it in the inbox. Daily login rewards. This one. And I need these right here. I need these. I've actually got a good bit of Mark III stun cuffs, but you know, you need tons and tons of these. And especially this 500k right here. I want to go at least till I get this 500k. But yeah, I need some of these right here, so I'm just going to collect this probably all the way to the end, and then pick up that Mon Mothma calendar. And then when next month comes along, I'll either decide to keep going on the Mon Mothma calendar or to switch to the new one. So that's why. That's why. You can get both calendars at the same time. You can get 2 calendars at the same time. The regular, this regular, and this regular. Are you saying that I can be collecting from 3 calendars right now? I did not know that. Let's see. Let's see what happens if we click on it. All right, free. I guess you guys are right. Both calendars at the same time? I've just been missing out on this. Oh gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, now I know. How many calendars do they let you have? I don't know, but I'll take it. I will take it. It's not like before you don't have to choose. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I've missed out on ever how many days. 7 days or whatever, but that's good. That's good. Thank you. Yes. Okay, nice, nice, nice. I can already activate my Mothma. That's cool. It is possible. Everybody's agreeing. Well, you just proved it. We just figured it out. Cat Lord. By the way, my 2059 was in Bronzium 4 with 1.9 million. You can get both calendars at the same time. Okay, yeah. All right, we're caught up on chat. You should be able to have all 3. Everybody's helping me out. You guys, thank you so much. This is the thing about Free-to-Play Nation. We help each other out, and we all do better as a result. Okay, we're farming relic stuff because there's so many characters that want a relic. Farming the relic stuff with that. Right here, we didn't make enough space in our mods. We're going to have to do that after stream, but I am farming potency mods. Now, here's the other thing you can do. When you're full of mods, and we're about to, all these are about to go into the, no, oh yeah, see, well, some of them went in there. Some of them went in there. That's okay. When you're full of mods and you just don't have time to process them, just switch over to the mod battles. Start farming slice of materials until you can have time to go in there and do an overhaul. And obviously I need to do that this weekend. I need to do an overhaul and unlock a bunch of mods that I've locked and sell them and all that jazz. Because look at here in the inbox, bloop, bunch of mods, and these mods have a timer. You have to process these 3 days. You have only 3 days before you got to get them in your inventory. That's gonna annoy me. That's gonna annoy me. All right, ship energy. Still have plenty of time, so you won't lose any rewards. Okay, nice. Czar, thank you very much. Thank you guys very much for watching out for me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Let's do these shipbuilding materials. And let's do the fleet energy. We are farming Boba Fett ship. I'm probably going to say this a million times before we actually finish it, but we are getting close on Boba's ship. We have 19 more shards to go. And Shakti. Shakti is actually going surprisingly fast. We've got her to 5 stars. We got her to 6 stars already. She's on the final push. So that's exciting. because when Shaak Ti's 7 stars, I'm going to be able to do better in the Sith raid. I need to put some gear on her and the rest of the clones. Nothing for Nest. Doggone it. So Nest, B1, and Shaak Ti, and Boba Fett ship. That's what we're farming in the fleets, and then we're taking the rest of our energy, and we're throwing it all at Tarkin. Throwing it all at Tarkin. So Tarkin, we need this piece from fleet, I believe. Right here, yep, from fleet. We might get a fleet Omega. No, but we got a reinforcement ability. And where else is this available? Nowhere that I want to spend stuff. Okay. And we were throwing this at the shock prods. We're just going to go ahead and throw it at shock prods from him because we're looking at him. But these shock prods are going to now be going towards Brood Alpha. How exciting. How exciting. I can't even get to 5 hard night snipe. That is absolutely a thing that all of us struggle with. All of us struggle with, and it is because of 5E normal, probably, right? Are you stuck on this one right here? Is this the one you're stuck on? I mean, some of these other ones are difficult. It could be, but this is the really hard one. 5E. If this is the one that you're stuck on, talk to some people in the Discord. A lot of us have gotten through it, and there are a few different strategies that could really help you out. But yeah, if you got to be able to get to the hard nodes, because this is Shaak Ti is here, B1 is here, Nest is here. I think you can get Mando elsewhere. I don't think you have to get him here. But these 3 characters right here, if you want them, you've got to get up here to 5 hard. All right. Yeah, you're stuck on 5E. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. If I had enough fleet energy, I'd do it, but there's an episode way back where I said, is this enough to beat Fleet 5E normal? Or so it was titled something like that, and I've got the 3 Geos that are like purple gear. Purple gear Geos got it done. And with the Vulture Droid and the reinforcement. I don't know what your fleet looks like, but we'll talk in the Discord later if you want. I'll take a look at your account, see if I can help you get through that, because once you get through that, it's actually surprisingly easy. The rest of those are surprisingly easy. But then when you get to 5 hard, like Shaak Ti's node and Nest node especially, they're pretty difficult as well. But if you can just get up there, at least you can start doing shock, and shock can really help your account. Mando you can get elsewhere. Okay, and Cat Lord says I got 5 hard after I got the Malevolence. So yeah, it's difficult. It is not easy. It is not easy. All right, so that is our energy. Let's go through this. Let's do another fleet. Let's do another fleet. This is my last attempt. I've already jabberjawed too much. All right, because of my last attempt, we'll do it in a second. Let's do the shops. Always want to spend your credits on these 4 pieces of gear. Because even if you don't need them, which you almost always do, even if you don't need them, you can scrap them for relic materials. Cantina Battle Store, we're buying Cassian's U-Wing. With the Guild Store, we're buying Jyn Erso. We're looking for Jyn. She shows up right here. She's not here right now. We're also keeping the cheap gear that costs 250 or less, keeping those at a baseline of 50. We have that. These 3 pieces, these 3 slots are cheap. And then after that, we are buying the Sienna Hollow Projector Salvage and the Mark III Carbantes. That's where all of this currency goes. The Hollow Projector Salvage and the Mark III Carbantes. We could probably do better spending it on some other stuff, but so far those are the big bottlenecks for our account. We're buying Prestige. We finished Cassian. He's at 333. We haven't unlocked him or anything, but we got his shards farm. I am so behind on Prestige. So behind on Prestige. We are going to spend 800 crystals the next time the Executrix event comes along, because we're only 2 runs away from our 7-star Executrix. And like I said, I'm doing everything I can. I'm spending crystals to make crystals. We're going to spend 800 crystals to refresh it one time. Go ahead and get that 7-star. And when we get that 7-star, we're going to need a bunch of prestige to get his ability mats to the maximum level. I think they cost 150 prestige per ability. So we've only got 3 abilities worth right here. And then at the 1 year mark, we're going to be unlocking the Malevolence, and we're going to need probably like 1,000 or more of this to get Malevolence's abilities up. So we're going to need, I already know we need 1,500 in a couple of months, so I got to stay after that. Prestige, if you don't know what to farm in the Squad Arena store, farm Prestige for sure. Night Snipe says, isn't my roster review today? If so, we can talk about my trashy fleet. That is not what I have on the list that you are today. I can check it again. Maybe I'm looking at the list wrong. But we will we'll talk about it in the Discord later if you are not supposed to be next. I guess I could check the Discord real quick just to be sure. Galactic War Store, we're buying all the ships we don't have. And then if we have more currency, we are buying ships that we do have for Shard Shop currency. Rex, you guys, Rex has been showing up a lot lately. I'm getting super excited. We're getting close to having him 7 stars. Not really close, but we're on the last star now. In the fleet store, we are just kind of buying whatever we want. We can't buy everything. We don't have enough fleet currency to buy everything. A lot of the stuff in here, we've already got 7 stars. I'm holding off on the Phoenix ships for now, but I will be buying them someday because I want Thrawn's capital ship eventually. Scimitar I buy sometimes. I don't know. It's kind of random when I'm getting out of here. I don't really have a good focus right now. Biston I'm buying sometimes because his ship is a hard farm, so it takes a while. Rex, I think you can only get it from here. The Scimitar, I don't even know where you get the Scimitar other than here. I think it might be a hard farm also. If it's a hard farm ship and I want it someday, I'm going ahead and just buying it a little at a time. Guild Event Store, we are spending this currency on Hoda. We're trying to keep a baseline of, I think, 80,000 for gas, but we're buying Hoda shards here, Hermit Yoda. Whenever on stream, I only buy this on stream because it's fun to do it with you guys. This currency is all going toward the Malevolence, which you guys see we are ready to unlock, but we have the commitment not to unlock it until the 1 year mark. This is usually what I spend this currency on, these shock prods, and it's a really good thing to spend this currency on. The problem is, my characters are getting geared up faster than I'm able to get them modded the way that I want. So I've decided to spend this currency down here instead on slicing materials. Right now I'm just kind of saving it, but I'm mostly buying those orange bunt cakes. I don't know what they're called, but it's these right here. DOG and I call them orange bunt cakes. The pulse modulators, these orange, I don't know, turbines. I'm not sure what that is. But in the shard shop, we're buying these pieces of gear here to the left of the pulse modulators. These are needed for gear 12 plus pieces, or gear 12 pieces. And I was keeping a baseline of 40 of each of them. I'm going to up it to 80. I'm going to try to keep a baseline of 80 because we have a good bit of currency. And that'll help us be able to gear 12 characters more quickly and easily. You can buy some Malevolent shards. Well, I was just not paying attention at all. Let's do it! Yeah, boy! Thank you, Night Snipe. Thank you, Night Snipe. Alright, so you guys are both saying that your roster review should be today, so I obviously need to look at the Discord again. We will do that before the roster review. This currency is going exclusively towards the Razor Crest. And I don't have Beskar armor, Mando, but if I did, I will be pretty close to getting this bad boy unlocked at 5 stars. I would be getting pretty close. This is, I keep wanting to click on this. It's gonna annoy me. Oh my gosh, you guys, the fleet battle. The fleet battle, we got 3 minutes left. I'm the worst. I'm the worst at Jabberjon. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get a song going. We have like 2.5 minutes to do this. So the RNG here, they always go for Spy. That never changes. The RNG is, do they get the buff immunity or not? And does Spy dodge it? If Spy dodges it, that's good. If they get the hit but they don't get the buff immunity, then that's good too. What the worst thing is when they get the hit and the buff immunity. Do it. Damage. Yes. Yes. Okay, now, if I bring in Plo, oh yeah, there goes Spy. Okay. So let's get the buzz droids off us. Take a little turn meter from our boy Hyena. Alright, so we are going to bring in damage, because spies are big damage, so when we lose spy, we want to bring in vulture. We're going to try to put buff immunity over here, because then he won't be able to taunt, and we could go after the Hyena like we want. We just got a bunch of dodges because of the vulture's reinforcement ability. It's such a good ability. So we're still... Oh, he got the buff immunity off of him. Well, let's just kill him then. Yikes, that was big damage. That was big damage. That Hyena is thicker than a Snicker. Alright, we should be able to dispel those bad things with Soldier's assist. That's good. So this isn't feeling good. It's not over, but it's not feeling good. Let's bring in Sunfac. We'll get a stun on Spy, and let's try to get a kill. Got the kill. Good. We gotta cleanse our Houndstooth. When Houndstooth is taunting, he let's put a hit on Spy. When Houndstooth is taunting, he recovers health and protection when he uses a basic. Okay, that's this over now. It's over for no other reason than that we just don't have the time because I've been talking too much. Spy does have the taunt, so we're gonna take advantage of that as much as we can. Come on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we just don't have the time. Even if we are able to somehow pull this off, we just don't have the time. No, we're not able to pull it off. All right, GG, Roger, Roger. My man, my buddy, my Padawan. He's beaten me to death. To be clear, I meant his should be today. Yeah. I'll take a look at the Discord. There was after... It was Coleman Traber and then Ven Lionheart. And then after Ven Lionheart, I think it was Ryyath of Lothal. And maybe even one more before Night Snipe. I don't remember. We'll take a look at the Discord, though. I want to keep it going in order, though. I don't want to jump anybody in front of anybody else. Okay, let's claim some dailies. And we'll get a little bonus energy with it. Okay. Let's do these challenges. And we're going to save the Galactic War for our character spotlight. Let's get into this Grand Arena. I don't like to wait all the way till 6 o'clock to get into it or 1 hour into the stream. But we had some trouble at the beginning of the stream. Let's take a look. All right, this guy, he is at 1.9, so he's right at, what is that, 600,000 more than we have, 33% higher than us. And he's got some relics, 7. He's obviously going for SLKR. Doing a great job. It's a beautiful looking account. He's got a strong bounty hunter team on top of all of these first order relics. Does he have all the first order relics done already? It's looking good. It's looking good. Let's look. And he's got Mara Jade up and going with 2 Zetas. Wow. Okay, let's look at his ships and see how he's doing on the finalizer. 14 online. The hype is huge. Nice, DOG. Nice. Yeah, sorry if I misread. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. If it's supposed to be you, it needs to be you. That's how that works. All right, so how's he doing on the finalizer farms? Silencer. Ooh, he's so close to that. Yeah, he's done there. Done there. Done. Oh, he's got a little ways to go. So he's got a couple of the hard farms still to go. But he's close. He's really close to unlocking his SLKR. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's get in here and see what he put on defense. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. The Geos and oh my goodness. This is the legit team too. This is the best. That is the best team. So, let's talk about what we put on defense. We put Padme on defense. Padme, you wouldn't know it by looking at it, but this is my second best team, okay? My Padme team is probably not going to stand up to his defense. But I think the only hope for us is for the Padme team to stand up to his defense. That's just a chance we're going to have to take. Because he put his Geos on defense. I have 0 Geo counters except for my Geos. My Geo team could wreck this Geo team easily. But then I have nothing for his first order. And this is the advantage that people have if they've got a lot more going on in their account than you do. So when you are the underdog like we are, and you don't have enough to clear their whole field, you have to pick a path and clear the one that you think you can clear. My hope is that he gets stuck on Padme. I don't think that he's going to. My hope is that he gets stuck on Padme. If he gets stuck on Padme, then we're not even going to try on the Geos, I don't think. We're going to take our Geos into this first order team, this very thick looking first order team that looks like it has all the necessary Zetas. And we're going to hope that our Geos can beat this team. And then we're going to hope that we can beat whatever fleet he's got in the back. We put our good fleet in the back. And so this is our Geo fleet with the Vulture Droid and the reinforcement. Only the Vulture Droid. Now I actually have 2 ships I could put. I could put Vader and the Vulture Droid. The problem is the AI prioritizes Vader, and my Vader ship is much weaker than my Vulture Droid ship. So in order to manipulate the computer to play the fleet the way I want it to play it, I can only put 1 reinforcement in. So it's kind of a Hail Mary, but that's my best fleet. I'm putting that on defense. Oh, and we already can see that he didn't get held up here. Look at that. We one-shot. He probably used his Vader. His Vader could have easily one-shotted this. So that's it. That's the Grand Arena already. Oh, that's so sad. That is so sad. You had to pick a path today too. Well, we lost last round. It looks like we're going to lose this round for sure. Let's see what the chat is saying. I'm worried I may and need more team depth. Wow, that crew on defense is going to be tough. It is. It is. I'll likely move up. Don't have the depth for bronzium. I don't even have the depth for chromium or for carbonite 1 apparently, because as soon as I got to this last, I won one event and then I lost one match. So then I got like second in the second event. And then I won the third event. Against all odds, I shouldn't have won. I did. So I got 750, 500, 750. This looks like maybe even an 0-3. I'm just outmatched on this one right here. But this is the new Grand Arena system. This is how it's going to go. Perhaps a better skilled player could take the same roster that I have and could have done something different with it, but this is the best thing we can do, and sometimes, we're going to lose. We're going to lose a bunch in the new system. That's just the way it's designed. So, I'm going to go after his crew just because I think it's the more fun team to attack, and then we'll see what's going on in the fleets. So, I like to break down the teams on defense in order to explain how to approach what you're doing on the attack here. But this is kind of like top tier end game crew team, and there's just so much going on here. I'll just keep it simple. Okay? Crew lead. Whenever you're attacking a team, you want to make sure you understand what the leader does, what his leadership does for the team, and then any necessary uniques to take into consideration. So his leadership, first order allies do more damage. They've got 40% critical damage and plus 30 speed. Whenever a first order ally scores a critical hit, they gain 20% turn meter. This is a great lead. In addition, whenever a first order ally gains a status effect that's positive or negative status effect, they recover 5% health and protection. So if you debuff them, if they buff themselves, they're healing constantly. It's a very durable, very difficult team to take out. This here is also relevant to this battle. So remember, leads and uniques are the big things you want to take a look at. When Kylo takes damage, he heals himself, and a random first order ally who doesn't have advantage gains it for 2 turns, okay? So that means Kylo's going to be tanking. He starts with taunt. Right here it says he starts with taunt. So he's going to start with taunt, and we're going to have to attack him. When we attack him, he's going to give advantage to everybody. Now, the first order team starts with advantage, but when you start taking advantage off of them, he's going to start putting advantage back onto them. Advantage means that they guarantee a critical hit, and under his leadership, they do extra damage. So you want to be careful to control crew. You don't want to attack him, especially when somebody on the enemy team needs to be healed, because advantage is a status effect, and the status effect will heal them for 5% of their health and protection. So we really need to control, when you're attacking a crew team, you need to control crew, you need to dispel him, stun him, do something to get rid of the taunt and keep him from taunting again. Usually when I attack this team, he taunts a couple of times and we have to dispel it a couple of times. But the good news is, Sun Fact does a dispel on his basic. So whenever you're attacking crew, you need to bring a dispel. The other thing you need when you're attacking crew is either a lot of damage or healing immunity, because this scarred unique plus this leadership makes him incredibly difficult to kill. So you need to bring either healing immunity or just a crap ton of damage, and that's what our spy is, a crap ton of damage. Now, a couple of other uniques that are, we could read everybody's kit and it's all imperative, but just a couple other uniques here. Let's look at Boundless Ambition. General Hux gains advantage for 2 turns at the start of each encounter, so he's going to start with advantage. If the allied leader is first order, all other first order allies also gain advantage, so he's the one that gives advantage to everybody. And then enemies can't gain bonus turn meter while Hux has advantage. So all the stuff we do with the Geos to give spy turn meter in order to get spy to take lots of turns, none of that's going to happen as long as Hux has advantage. This is a really good Zeta. People sleep on this Zeta if you're early to the game because it doesn't look that good that people can't gain bonus turn meter. But bonus turn meter is the thing that makes almost all good teams tick. It's what makes them good. This team, bonus turn meter like crazy. The Geos, bonus turn meter. CLS, bonus turn meter. Padme doesn't have it. Padme's good for other reasons. She's one of the exceptions. Imperial Troopers are all about the bonus turn meter. So Hux's unique Zeta can shut down a lot of teams. So we need to take advantage off of Hux because it only happens while he has advantage. So what we need to do is we need to dispel crew. We need to take advantage off of Hux. And then we need to kill Sith Trooper. Why do we need to kill Sith Trooper? Because of this unique right here. Whenever another First Order ally... Hang on. Whenever another First Order or Sith ally is defeated, the cooldown of Vengeant Blast is reset. Then he gains advantage for 1 turn and takes a bonus turn. So it's kind of like a mini Grievous. When you kill somebody on the team that's not him, he gets pissed off. He takes a bonus turn, and he has this ability reset. This ability deals physical damage to all enemies. It deals 50% more damage for each currently defeated First Order or Sith ally. So he's going to AoE your team, and it could kill my entire Geonosian team if we kill somebody other than him first. So we have to kill Sith Trooper first. We have to get the advantage off of Hux, and we have to get the taunt off of crew. What's my Geo team looking like? My Geo team is my best team. It's got Relic 5 Spy, Relic 4 Sunfac, Relic 4 Soldier, and then Gear 12 Brood Alpha and Poggle. So we got AoEs from this scallywag. This guy is a problem because he continuously uses this Lash Out ability. This Lash Out ability is an AoE. He cannot crit with this ability. He gains Retribution, which isn't a big deal because we can dispel it, but he can't critically hit, but he deals bonus damage equal to 50% of his critical damage, which includes Kylo Ren's leadership, which gives him 40% extra critical damage. So he does a bunch of damage with this attack, and then he gives turn meter to the team. So this guy is just wrecking our world the entire fight. This guy is trying to make us attack him. Hux is giving the team turn meter. He is keeping us from getting turn meter, and then Sith Trooper is trying to one-shot nuke us out of there. So this this is a difficult team, but I fight this team in arena relatively frequently. Let's look at the mods, because this may determine how the fight goes. How fast is Hux? Hux is 242. My soldier is 3 something. So if we add the 30 speed from cruise lead, my soldier will still go first. What are some other things? I guess cruise speed. Crew is thick. He is not fast, which is fine. That's a good way to mod crew. You want some speed. All right, let's stop peddling. This team is crazy damage early and then crazy durability later. We're gonna have to silent strike most of the people on this team. So once we get moving, we're gonna have to stay moving, and we're gonna have to hope that these AoEs and this AoE doesn't wreck our world. All right, so let's do it. Let's do it. And of course we're gonna try on the Geos down south. We're not gonna win. We have nothing that can beat the Geos, but we'll try. We'll try. All right. So here we go with the Geos. Yeah, Mallow would not be impressed with that speed on that Hux. He's very particular about his Hux speed. All right, the Geos, you guys, they're durable, they're scrappy, and they have a big one-shot that can even kill a Relic 7 crew. Here's hoping. All right, let's go. Let's go, and let's hope that the stream doesn't crash, the game doesn't crash. Let's see. We know we've lost the Grand Arena, but we're going to go in here and try to kill his very best team. All right. I'm going to talk quickly, because we got to get busy. But I normally use the basic on Soldier to give Spy turn meter, but Spy can't get turn meter, so I'm just going to call Spy to assist. Okay. Okay, Hux lost his advantage when he used that ability, but we got the taunt back on crew. It's ugly at first, you guys. It's ugly at first. All right, let's do a little healing. We're going to get the taunt back up with our tank. All right, here we have our situation. Is in our favor. Let's get the advantage off of Hux, just like we said. And now we're going to call Soldier to assist, give him a little extra turn meter. We got to kill this guy before he kills us. I would like to not use a silent strike. Got him. Okay, next priority is Hux. Hux is next. We're going to use the basic on Soldier to give Spy turn meter. Anytime a Geonosian debuffs an enemy, Spy gets turn meter. Okay, so we have to silent strike both of these guys. Let's put some damage on Stormtrooper. We might, yeah, we're going to have to silent strike him too. Let's see if this is enough to kill. Okay, there we go. We're going to put this on auto because we're going to let him cycle through. We're going to kill First Order Stormtrooper first. When Spy does this ability, he reduces the cooldown on his silent strike. So he should use silent strike on his next turn. And the nice thing about saving the thick guys for last is because it lets the Geos get their banners back. Okay, there, he's out of there. So now the Geos should get their banners back. In fact, I'm going to let Spy take a couple more turns and then stop him. Okay, I just want to take control now. We have time. What we want to do is try to make sure we end this battle with full banners, just to show him, just to spite him. I don't think Spy's ready to silent strike yet, so we're going to use that heal ability on Brood Alpha when Spy is ready to silent strike. Okay, good. He is not ready yet. So we're going to use the heal now on Brood Alpha next time we get it. Now, here's the thing that's going on in the background. I've got a little time, so I'm going to explain this, okay? Spy with his silent strike, he does more damage depending on how many buffs he has and how many debuffs the enemy has, okay? Right now, invisibly, this tenacity down, ability block, and critical chance down are stacking. Behind the scenes, they're stacking. It looks like he's got 3 debuffs. He's actually got like 20 debuffs as far as the computer is concerned. These 2 buffs are the same, stealth and critical chance up. They look like it's only 2 buffs, but it's actually like 20 because every time we do a mass assist and these debuffs are applied, these buffs are applied, every time that happens, Spy is stacking his, invisibly stacking. And so we've done several attacks. So now you guys are about to see that Spy's going to do a bunch of damage. 481,000. It's because of the invisible stacking of the buffs and the debuffs. I don't know why it works that way. I don't think it works that way on other characters, but for whatever reason, Spy keeps track of the behind-the-scenes stacking of the buffs and debuffs. That is why he hits so hard. If they fix that or make that different at some point, Spy will no longer be a good character, because Spy doesn't get, you know, 5 debuffs and 3 buffs, 8 altogether. It's just not enough to make him hit really hard. But when he has like 40 or 50 buffs and debuffs that he's consuming for the attack, that's when he does the big damage. Coleman Traber, then you might be able to clear the bottom if he fails on Newt, and Fleet you can win on banners. Well, he won't fail on Newt. My Newt is garbage. All of my teams are garbage, you guys. It's really bad. I don't know why the music stopped. All my teams are garbage. See, he's already done what he's gonna do. He's probably already failed on Fleet. Yeah. So, this is what I was hoping for, this situation, but also failing on Padme. He's going to have one-shot everything else because it's just not a good team. I just don't have the good teams yet. Yeah, Max Banner's on that team. That feels good. Regardless of what happens now, that feels good. Let's do the Fleet. Let's do the Fleet. Hopefully it's a garbage Fleet. It's not a good Fleet. Oh man, he should definitely have put this in the reinforcements. You guys, if you got Boba Fett's ship and you're running him under Akbar, put this in the reinforcements. He comes in, he gets retribution, and every time somebody attacks out of turn under Akbar, they gain bonus protection. They gain protection up for 2 turns. So he becomes a very difficult to kill tank, because he comes out and he's taunting and he's got counterattacks. You attack him, he attacks back, he gets bonus protection. You attack him, he attacks back, he gets bonus protection. If you ever use Boba Fett under Akbar, which is a good combo, put him in the reinforcements. Alright, Merle's Wizard says, hello, good sir. Wouldn't going for his Geos be better with your Geos? It would let us get to the back wall, but I knew that I don't have anything else to kill his First Order with, but I knew I could kill his First Order with my Geos. Alright, let's bring in our fleet. This is our backup fleet, but it's not total garbage. We're bringing in Galactic Republic everywhere, except for the Houndstooth. I like to save the Houndstooth for this team because it really helps this team do something. Okay, we got a baby Mace Windu. We got his capital ship up to level 85, so we put a few abilities on him since the last time. Let's see how this fight goes. In almost every case, when Vader is on the field, he is your priority. So we're going to try to go for Vader first. And this is a relic Vader. This is nothing to sneeze at. Let's get the taunt up. Let's go ahead and AoE. Why not? Buff immunity. Big hit. Got him out. There goes Vader. Okay. The next priority is definitely going to be Boba Fett. See, there goes a bonus attack. You see you got bonus protection. Alright, the next one is definitely going to be Boba Fett because he has kind of a bit of an ultimate ability that that starts on cooldown. He has to take enough turns. If he gets that ultimate ability off, then he attacks our health directly, and he can one-shot people with that ability. Alright, I want to bring in healing, but I think the best thing for banners is just to try to bring in the damage. Come on, one-shot him. Yes! Yes! 69 banners. I love it. I love it. All right, good. Good. I got nothing for this Geo team. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at our roster. Oh, they're all gear 12. Oh, my gosh. It doesn't even matter how they're modded. It doesn't even matter. Okay, what do I got? I have a Relic Bossk who melts to Geos. I have a Bastila team and a Bounty Hunter team, both of which die terribly. I've also got my Phoenix team. There's nothing. All right, we'll start with the Bounty Hunter team. We will start with the Bounty Hunter team, and we're going to put Watt in there. We did this on the last one. It didn't work, but conceptually it could have worked. Jango. And we're going to leave Cad Bane on the bench. Let's bring in Watambor, who it's fun to use him. Even if we're not going to win, it's still fun to use him. All right, you guys. The goal here is going to be to use... What's the goal here? Just basically to use... we got to attack the weakest enemy, right? It should be the Brute. It should be the Brute. We're going to put the tank tech on Bossk. And then we're going to try to get our contract to see what happens from there. Just to be clear, this team loses. We're not going to win this. We are not going to win this. All right. Tank tech on Bossk. Bossk is going to... oh, the weakest enemy is actually... what is that? Soldier? That's not good. Okay. All right, hang in there, Bossk. All right, now we're going to give the... let's give the weapon tech to whoever we want to take the most turns, which is Jango. So with Jango, let's go ahead and... let's not worry about burning. Let's just try to do some damage to the weakest enemy. That was like nothing. Bossk is hanging in there. Homeboy's thick. Homeboy is thick, but he's also got 0 turn meter. Oh, look at these Geos. Oh, and it's over. Bossk is about to die. Now that his protection is gone, his defense goes way down. Anyway, let's try to get some healing on his protection. Give him a little bit of sauce. More healing on his protection. All right, we got him back up and running. More healing on his protection. Yes. Wow, we got quite a bit of debuffs out there. All right. And then they go for a long time. All right, let's continue to try to get our contract. 2 hits, that's good. Ooh, that's not good. Bossk is like never getting a turn. This is the med pack. What does this do? It revives. It grants all allies protection over time. It triggers the healing of heal over times. What does this basic do? Dispel debuffs on the target ally. Apply heal over time twice. All right, let's just do the health pack on Boba Fett. I don't know. I don't know how to use what. We're just doing stuff. All right, let's get a little healing on Bossk. A little bit of healing. And we can attack out of turn. Keep working on that contract. Let's just keep working on the contract. Okay. Now we can avoid the taunt here. Let's put some damage on Brood Alpha. We have to attack who we have to attack. You know what? Let's just try to put some damage out there. Let us just try to put some damage out there. I want to get another let's just do everything we can to maybe possibly kill the Brood Alpha. Because if we kill the Brood Alpha, then we could possibly clean it up. My Bossk is hanging in. I didn't think he would be hanging in like this. We've got just enough healing on this team. Alright, keep going after the Brood Alpha. We need to get ability block back on him before he heals. When he heals, it's going to be over. I mean, it's not going to be over, but there's going to go our chances. We need to get Bossk some turn meter. And he's not getting any. Alright, come on. This ability block's got to stick, Boba. Come on. Got the ability block. Oh, good. Alright, we'll put it on auto. I don't know why I'm taking so long. Just let them do what they can. This bounty hunter team held up really well. I was not expecting this. It'd be good if we could get some kind of kill. Oh, come on. Give me that ability block. No! Doggone it, you guys. Doggone it. Maybe if I had put it on auto sooner or done something sooner. Bossk hung in there, though. We're just going to let him play it out, see what happens. If I had more sauce on these bounty hunters, I think we could have done this. I did not think Bossk was going to stand like this. There you go, Watt, with the Relic Bossk. These Geos can't seem to get through it. If Spy gets one more Silent Strike, though, in the right time. Boba Fett got some good ability blocks. Alright, and that's where it's going to end right there. Man. There's a world where that could have gone our way. There's a world where that could have gone our way. But, we're going to throw one more team at it. We don't stand a chance. But, no, we're not going to throw it. We're just going to get melted. And that was our only chance to survive the onslaught and maybe get a strategic kill. That's all right. We're going to move on. There's lots of other things we want to do. There's the Grand Arena. we gave our best showing, but we lost another one, you guys. We lost another one, and we'll have to let's say something to our. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's say something to our opponent. Message. We're gonna say, GG. Hope you get your SLKR soon. There we go. All right. There we go. Cole Morgan. I'd recommend trying to level up Mando for situations like this. That is true. That is true. That would work. That would work. I gotta get Mando. You guys, here's the problem. Here's the problem. My entire focus so far has been fleet. As you can see by looking, if we sort by power. My entire focus has been fleet in order to get... That's not right. This way. My entire focus has been fleet in order to get top 5 every day. As a free-to-play player, you cannot focus on everything. You gotta pick one thing and focus on it. So I see Spy. You guys see Spy is my main damage dealer. Sunfac used to be my main tank in my fleet. Soldier, he's my relic. Bossk is a relic for the Houndstooth. Look at the relics that I have, and that is why it's all because of fleet. And I should have a relic Vader, right? I could beat those Geos if I had a relic Vader, but I don't. I don't. I could maybe have beat him if I kept my Padme team, but I wanted to put something on defense. I should have just kept everything for offense. That's what I should have done. There's so many tunes that I should have. If you look at this, I made a tab called No-Brainer Upgrades. These are all the characters that are like no-brainers, right? It's like you should definitely upgrade these characters, but I can't. I just don't have enough stuff. Jedha Anakin should be relic. Vader should be relic. Jango, you guys, he should be relic. If he was relic, we would have won that one. 5s for the whole clone team. General Grievous, I got him to 7 stars. Why is he not relic yet? There's just not enough materials. Han Solo, of course he should be relic. Thrawn, he's amazing. Dark Trooper, I only have him 1 star, but he's an amazing. I should be farming him and getting him. Crew, he's 7 stars. I should have him up. B1, continue on. Chewbacca, Darth Traya, Darth Sion, Empress Ness, Grandmaster Yoda. These guys are all characters that it's like, I want these guys at relic right now, but I just can't. I just can't. But the nice thing about Bam is he doesn't have to be relic. He doesn't have to be relic. I could run him at 2 stars, gear 10 or 11, and he could have got the job done there. So I'll look at that. I will look at that. That is really good advice. Mando goes to Bam. That goes to, yeah, the Razor Crest. You're right. You're right. We're putting him on the list. Let's put him on the list. Where's he at? Mandalore, bounty hunters. We're not going to farm him yet, but we got to farm him soon. If we could just work him in enough, right, to get him unlocked, the Mandalorian. We've already got 14 shards somehow. Where do we get him? Hard battle. This right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put him on the list. As soon as we can work him in, we're just going to at least get him unlocked. Maybe get him to 5 stars. It shouldn't take him that long. And that would give us an option in situations like that. Thank you guys once again. You guys helped me with the calendar. Now you're helping me make my roster more Grand Arena efficient. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, we are going to transition to the roster spotlight, and I thought I knew who it was going to be, but I'm going to confirm because who I wrote down may not be correct. So we go to the roster spotlight channel. If you guys are not part of the Discord, the link is in the description below. You can ask for a roster spotlight. You can take part in all the conversations that we got going on. It's a fun place to be. It's a good place to grow. And there's one of my favorite channels on the Discord is personal achievements, where if there's anything in the game that you do that you're excited about, take a screenshot of it, throw it in the personal achievements, and we will all celebrate with you, because it is fun to share exciting things with the other people. Okay, so yes, I see here Ventus, and then there's actually my message saying Ryyath of Lothal. I spoke to him and I put it in here for him. And then Coleman Traber starts talking again, and then it's Lord Snipe. So yeah, we're gonna do Ryyath of Lothal tonight, and then we're going to be doing Night Snipe, Lord Snipe, the next stream, which should be Wednesday. All right, so enter ally code here. This is one of our big hitters in Lothal. If you guys don't know, it's because I haven't said anything about it lately. Lothal is a super fun guild to be in. They're part of the Senate Alliance. This is the guild that I am in, and we are a small guild, just over 100 million. I think we might be like 120 million now. I forget. I can look, obviously. But Ryyath is one of our big hitters. Let's see what his GP is. Yeah, 5 million. He is one of our big dogs. He's got a GL. He might have a couple. I don't remember what all he's got. We're gonna take a look at his account and salivate for a while. Okay. So his galactic power 5 million. His ships and his characters are relatively balanced. Okay, about 3 and 2.2. That's a really good balance. Let's see what his donations are. Wow, you guys, 3,701. So when you're a big dog in a young guild, this is what you want to do. You want to be a donator, you guys. He's got 5 million, which is a huge amount of GP, but you guys know that like maximum GP is like 10 million. So if he's at 5 million and maximum GP is 10 million, there's a lot that he wants in the game. There's a lot that he needs. There's characters he's trying to upgrade. There's gear that he needs, but he's still taking some of that gear and giving it to the guild members, and that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. All right, let's look at his ships. I love the ships. I want to look at ships first. All right. His most powerful ship is Vader, which means that his Vader must be thick. The Relic 7, all 3 Zetas. That is a high Vader. The Vader ship, even with all this ship power, is the most powerful ship, even with Han's Millennium Falcon. But look at this. He's got Han's Millennium Falcon at 7 stars with Relic 6 and Relic 6. Amazing. Amazing. I've never seen Boba Fett as number 3. So Boba Fett must be big too. Oh, geez. Does he have the Executor, you guys? Let's see. Let's see. He's either got it or he's going for it. Let's take a look. Oh, he's got the Razor Crest 6 stars, so he doesn't have the Executor yet. Oh, but he's close, though. I bet you he's excited. I don't think he's watching. I asked for his ally number just because I knew he was a big dog in Lothal, and I thought we'd all like to salivate over his roster a little bit. The Umbaran Starfighter. Look at this. This is what you do, you guys. You get the ships to 7 stars, and then you put a lot of work into the pilots, and then you go into the ship and you upgrade their abilities to the max, and you have something amazing. You have something that's really good and can do a great job. I bet you he's got Relic 5 on his, on his IG. That's for the Executor. He is so close to the Executor, you guys. He is so close to the Executor. Beautiful. And he's even got the Geos Relic, which is not something that you see a lot. You guys, Intimidation is saying the same thing. You need Mando to take out GBA. Everybody's saying the same thing. You're right. You guys are right. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I'll get Mando. I'll get him. I promise. Okay, let's... Oh, look at this. He's got these guys Relic, probably for his Galactic Legend Luke. Let's see, probably 3 and 3. Yeah, 3. But see, this is the way I think. If you've got the character Relic, you might as well have their ship too. 3. I'm actually surprised to see that he doesn't have his bigs higher, because it looks like he's got a good Rebel fleet. Let's see. Rebels. Obviously, Han, Biggs, and Wedge. Okay, and that's where it stops. So that's why. That's why. He doesn't have his Biston up and running. His Home 1 is still low gear. But he's got the makings of an amazing Rebel fleet. He's got this ship. This is what we're farming right now for Shard Shop currency. He's got it up and running right here. Even at this gear level, it's a real tactical ship. He could still use it to great effect. And he's got the Rebel Y-Wing. Very nice. Very, very nice. Is there a particular fleet you guys want to look at? Because there's so much going on here. There is so much going on here. I guess we'll just scroll and appreciate. I guess we should read the chat. We all recommended Mando Intimidation. Yeah. Yeah, but that's how right it is. That's how correct you are. My bounty hunter team would be so much more dangerous if I had even a low star Mando. Absolutely. And let's look at these capital ships. Malevolent, 7 stars, baby. Chimera, 7. Negotiator, so he's already got the Negotiator to 5, and the Malevolence to 7. Executrix, 7, you know it. Endurance, and Home 1. So if he's got his mace to gear 12, that probably means he's got gas. Let's switch over to characters, and let's take a look. Yeah, he's got General Skywalker, you guys. Jedi Master Luke. Oh, what a beautiful... beautiful first galactic legend. This is exactly what I want my account to look like, you guys. General Skywalker. I would love to have Jedi Master Luke. Darth Vader, Relic 7. Boba Fett, Relic 8, going for that Executor. General Grievous. I can't even see what his relic is. 7. Yeah, 7 for Grievous for sure. Jedi Knight Luke. He looks like he's got some sick clones. He's got Darth Revan. Amazing. Ooh, let's look at his Mon Mothma team. We can already see that his Mon Mothma's Relic 5, which it needs to be for Galactic Legend Luke. Rebel Fighter. Okay, so he's running just the requirements for GL Mon Mothma team. This is an opportunity for him, a real big opportunity. If he was to get Cara Dune, who's already got 7 stars, if he was to get her into the relics, I mean, he's just like us, right? He can't upgrade everybody. But if he was to get Cara Dune, Pow into the relics, Hoth Rebel Scout, and who else? Biston? No, Kyle Katarn is the best, but I mean, no, not unless he's a whale, he's not going to have Kyle Katarn 7 stars. But if he goes Hoth Rebel Scout, Pow, Cara Dune, and Biston, that is a really good Mon Mothma team. Turn meter. Brian Thompson, I finally made it to the stream. Hey everybody, what's up, man? How did moving stuff go? You move up. Hopefully you didn't hurt yourself. He's helping a buddy move this evening, or a family member actually. All right, so even this Rebel Fighter team, it can be dangerous. Just real quick, you guys, I have a secret love of this character, Lando. He was one of my first characters in this game years and years ago when it first came out. I love Lando. I used to love doing the AoE over and over. And if I ever get a Rebel team, which I plan to, you know, a garbage Rebel team, not like a CLS team, but if I ever get like a leftover Rebel team, I'm going to be putting Lando under Akbar, because this is what I used to do. It was a lot of fun. I would go Tactical Genius. Akbar grants each ally the Tactical Genius effect. And basically what it means is whenever they use a special, they gain 100% turn meter and they can use another ability again. So I would use this ability and then I would make Lando do his AoE, and then immediately Lando would do his AoE again, and it would wreck teams. Back in the time when his AoE actually wrecked teams. Fun times, you guys. Just look at these rebels. Amazing. Amazing. We got most of their stuff moved, no injuries. Excellent. So you made it back safe. Let's look at some of these speeds. Tell me in the chat, you guys, what are some things you guys want to look at? What are some characters you want to look at? I want to see how he has his gas modded. Who's the fastest? Jedi Master Luke. Ooh, and then Darth Revan is number 2. Let's look at this Darth Revan. Camo Boyo, hey Padawan, how you doing? I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. How are you doing? Glad to see you. All right, let's look at this speed. Oh my gosh, he's got tenacity? I've never thought about that. I wonder why. Oh, it's because of this speed. 150 extra speed. 324 on Revan. Very nice. So he does. He's running. I wonder if the tenacity is on purpose. No, because this is offense. He would have tenacity here if the tenacity was on purpose. Offense, man, on Darth Revan, that's amazing. That is amazing. What a beautiful Darth Revan. And then Grand Admiral Thrawn is number 2 speed. You guys, I know a lot of people don't have a lot of love for Grand Admiral Thrawn ever since the nerfs. Now that he can't effectively fracture Galactic Legends anymore. But he is still an incredibly versatile character that you can put in a lot of teams. He's best in an Empire team. You can put him in a lot of teams, and he has 2 good reasons to be fast. First, you can fracture anybody you want on the team. Well, you can fracture somebody. If there's somebody taunting, you have to fracture them. And that essentially takes that person out of the fight for a period of time. Or he can use this Grand Admiral's command, swap turn meter with somebody. So you can have like a really good character that's slow and it's hard to make fast. Thrawn is relatively easy to make fast. So you make Thrawn fast, and then you have Thrawn give his turn to that person, and they go first. A popular thing to do right now is have a low gear Mara Jade and have Thrawn, like a relic Thrawn, give Mara Jade his turn. And then Mara Jade starts off with all her shenanigans that makes the Empire team go crazy. And you're off and running. So Thrawn is a great character to have fast for both of these reasons right here. Please look at his Ewoks and resistance if you can. Absolutely. Cat Lord says, focus on a main rebel team before the side one. Oh yeah, for sure, Cat. But you know, if you do Galactic Legends and you have these requirements, you got to put them on some team. And that's the team I'm going to be putting them in. Rafael Montero, what's your favorite Star Wars character in the universe, not in the game? Mine is Yoda. Man, Yoda is amazing. I do love Yoda. I'm going to have to pick, and this is pretty cheesy, I know, but I'm going to have to pick a light side and a dark side. For light side, it's honestly Luke Skywalker. I love Luke Skywalker. I know that's super cheesy. And the dark side, believe it or not, even though he's not a dark side character really, is Droideka. I think Droideka is a super cool droid, and the sounds that he makes with his blasters and rolling up in that shield. Ever since I saw it when I was younger and I saw the Droideka, and I'm like, man, that is a badass droid right there. It's like the only droid that was given the Jedi trouble. I know he's not even a character. I've been reading the Thrawn books lately. I really like Thrawn in the books. I didn't like him in Rebels, but I like him in the books a lot. All right, so let's look at his Ewoks and his resistance. Okay. Here we go. Ewoks. So his Ewoks look like they are barely C-3PO ready, but they are C-3PO ready. Does he have... He's got to have the Zeta, right, to get C-3PO at this gear? Yeah, he's got the Zeta. This just doesn't show that he has the Zeta because the Omicron is now a thing. So those are his Ewoks, and let's not sort by speed anymore. And let's do his resistance. There we go. Oh, he's got some resistance. He's got to have all 3 of these guys where they are for Jedi Master Luke. But right here in the top row, he's got a great resistance team. He's got a great resistance team right here in the top row. Whose is this account? This is Ryyath of Lothal's account. DOG, Ryyath of Lothal. I second Cole Morgan's request to check out the Troopers. Well, we definitely will. I agree Thrawn is way better in the books, Brian. I feel you, man. I feel you. Well, we'll look at the Troopers. DOG, oh yeah, the Phantom Menace came out. Those Droideka were pretty cool. Thrawn comics are amazing. I've not seen the Thrawn comics. I've only read the most recent Timothy Zahn trilogy. Not the old one, but the newest one. I haven't read the old one. I hear that it's really good as well. So I'm assuming you guys are talking about Imperial Troopers. And he's got Relic 7 Piet, so he must be getting his Relic 8 on his Piet for the Executor. And even though these troopers are not super high gear, this still is a very deadly team. And I'm sure he uses this team in Grand Arena all the time. All the time. Because all the troopers need is one weak enemy. If they can get up and running, they get rolling with one weak enemy, then they are off to the races. Especially with Death Trooper. Death Troopers, I know people don't use Death Trooper a lot with the Troopers, but I personally love him. With this Terminate ability, it applies Death Mark if you get it all the way up. but you have to kill somebody on the team before he can apply death mark. So if you kill anybody on the team, then you can put the death mark on a Relic 7 Bossk, and he will still melt before a Gear 11 Imperial Trooper team. It is amazing. Oh, Camo Boyle says books. You mean the books. Okay, so we're on the same page with that, Camo. Rafael Montero, definitely not a common favorite character, but yeah, Droideca's concept is really cool. I loved him when I first saw the prequels. Indeed. I was raised like a goody two-shoes. I just never really had like a dark side character that I thought was really cool. But I mean, Thrawn and Droideka would be my two favorites there. I don't like Palpatine. And I don't like Anakin Skywalker as a teenager in those prequels. I do. He was just, I mean, no hate, right? I know a lot of people love that character. He was just an annoying, whiny teenager to me, and I got no respect for annoying, whiny teenagers. Be a man. Okay. So, that was the Imperial Troopers. Just in case you were talking about the Clone Troopers, I am interested in looking at the Clone Troopers. It's fun to look at an account where you have to sort it, because there's so much you just can't take it all at once. Clone Troopers. He's got his 5 Relic 7. This is interesting. This is not... he doesn't have this... challenge tier pit. Challenge tier Rancor ready. They're not Relic 5, because our guild doesn't do challenge tier Rancor. But he looks like he's got it probably... I think you could probably do cam with this. You could probably do cam shards with that, but we're not doing light side GOTB either. So he's, like almost all of us in Lothal, he's gearing up the characters he's gearing up based on what our guild is trying to achieve at the time. It's so fun to be a part of Lothal, you guys. Get into a guild that's going after what you're going after, and you can find so much enjoyment in being a part of a guild that is accomplishing something bigger than any one of you guys could accomplish on your own. To me, that is the real fun of this game. It's being a part of a guild and seeing the guild and being a part of the guild doing better and better in the content that you used to do before. I feel like endgame is always boring in games when you can do everything and nothing stands in your way. To me, the growth and the journey is what's really fun. And if you're in an endgame guild and nothing you do is like even a drop in the bucket, even though you're growing really fast, I would say consider joining a smaller guild with lower GP where everybody's hungry and everybody's trying to go after the same thing. Brian Thompson says, I hate Sid. Yeah, I never was a fan of Anakin. I respect who is, though, but I definitely prefer Kenobi. Oh, Kenobi's amazing. Kenobi is amazing. I love him through all the prequels. I love him as an old man. He's amazing. Yeah, he's in our guild, Brian. He's in our guild. He's, in fact... his name is Ryyath Aderton, and in the Discord, it's Ryyath of Lothal. I've never heard the name Ryyath before. I don't know if it is the Star Wars name. But wait, did I see that there's a CLS? Look at this, you guys. He's running a CLS team. He is using Squad Arena to practice for Grand Arena. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Now, just one quick thing I would say about this team, if he happens to see it, he probably already knows this, and there's a million characters to level up, but you want to have your CLS high in the relics when you have Chupio on the team, because Chupio has this ability here where I don't even know which one it is. Yeah, if the allied leader is a rebel, 3PO and Chewie gains 40% of the leader's max health, protection, offense, defense, potency, and tenacity. And then he shares half of that with the rest of the rebels. So the thicker and higher your Luke is in those things, the better your entire CLS team is going to be. It's rare to see CLS as the lowest relic on the team. And to me, this proves that he is basically upgrading things for unlocking galactic legends and characters, and that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Well, we took a lot of time on this, and there's way more that we could do, but we're going to go ahead and transition into this man's... Where's he at? Let's go back to speed. We're going to go ahead and transition into this man's character spotlight. And you guys know after that character spotlight, no matter how long it takes, we are going to get our 7-star Thrawn. And I understand that it's late for a lot of you guys, and I'm not going to ask you to stay on the stream, but if you can, if you want to, we're going to go through the trouble. We have a 5-star Thrawn right now. I have my Phoenix 7-star and Thrawn ready. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. It's been a long time since I've done the event. But this man is an amazing. Right here, let's just start. We'll start right here in Ryath's account to look at Thrawn. Why is Thrawn so amazing? There are two main... Well, there's really 5 reasons why he's amazing, because all of his abilities are amazing. But the 2 main reasons he's amazing is Fracture and Grand Admiral's Command. Let's look at Fracture. This is kind of the definitive thing for Thrawn. He can do this. Nobody else can do this. What does he do? First of all, he damages the enemy 4 times and dispels all buffs on them. So it's a buff dispel to start with. Then he inflicts Fracture until the start of Thrawn's next turn. So this is a debuff that you put on an enemy, but it's not based on when they take a turn again. It's based on Thrawn taking a turn again, or until Thrawn is defeated, okay? So he fractures them, and then they are fractured until either he takes a turn or is killed. This fracture cannot be copied or dispelled, and this attack cannot be evaded or resisted. Dioji says, live unlock event? Haha, great idea. I'm here all night if it needs it. All right, we got Dioji support. We're going to get it, you guys. His Malevolence lineup is for the Executor counter, right? I didn't even pay attention. We'll take a look at that before we get into the Thrawn testing. Okay, so the Fracture. It dispels the buffs, and it puts this debuff of Fracture on the enemies. The debuff stays until Thrawn is dead or takes another turn. What does it do? It sets their speed to 0, okay? If you're attacking a character, not a raid boss or galactic legend, this is his nerf, and this is why people stopped loving him so much. But if you're a Fracture character, their speed is set to 0. They can't gain buffs, they cannot do bonus attacks, and they cannot gain bonus turn meter. So they're basically frozen in place. It's like a stun, but it's better than a stun because they can't gain turn meter and they can't gain buffs. All right? So it's like a super stun. And if you fracture raid bosses, instead of setting their speed to 0 and doing these things, they have minus 50% speed, they can't gain buffs, and it's minus 30% counter chance. So the Fracture is even still good on Galactic Legends, even though it's not as good as it used to be. It's still effective. So it sets their speed to 0 and it's like a super stun on them, okay? So, what is the other thing that makes him so good? Let's see what the chat is saying. Well, you won't be able to see the lead Zeta in here. True. Good point. We'll have to go back to our account to take a look at that. Good point, Night Snipe. Brian Thompson, nice. 7-star Thrawn time. I'll stay on. Nice, Brian. Intimidation says, I'm going to sleep. We'll see you at 7 a.m. when I get to check the Thrawn progress. Awesome. If we're still streaming at 7 a.m., then you know it's not going well. Okay, Intimidation. May the Force be with you. Alright, Grand Admiral's Command. Such a simple looking ability, but it's so powerful. Swap turn meter with the target other ally. Swap turn meter. Okay, this is not giving them a turn, and then Thrawn starts with 0% turn meter again. This is them trading turn meter. So Thrawn takes their turn meter, and he gives them his turn meter. His turn meter is currently 100%, so he is giving them 100% turn meter, and he's taking some turn meter from them, so he's going to get another turn before he should. He dispels all debuffs on himself and that ally, and they recover 40% protection, which is huge. This gets you back banners. This lets you give the right turn to the right person. It helps him to get his Fracture cooldown back quickly because he is getting turn meter. It's an amazing ability. It's an amazing ability. Alright, and then let's go ahead and go into our account to look at the other abilities. Let's just look at his Malevolence Fleet. Yes, this is the Executor counter. This is how it starts. Yep, sure does. Sure does. Okay, let's go into our roster. Rafael Montero says... Montero, I'm sorry. Rafael Montero, forgive me. Thrawn isn't as good, but he is still usable in pretty much any team when you want to stop a deadly enemy. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, let's go into our baby Thrawn. That's looking a lot different than that Thrawn. Where's he at? I probably already passed him. Where's he at? No, we've got a lot of guys marked for upgrade right now. There he is. Grand Admiral Thrawn. Here we go. So, we looked at his fracture. We looked at his special. Let's look at his basic. Now, the basic, I've actually spent the Omegas. I've not spent Omegas on many characters, but I spent Omegas on this basic, and here's why. Because at the top tier of this basic, if he attacks somebody with ability block, he stuns them. He stuns them, and it's not like something that's resistible or avoidable. It doesn't say that it's not resistible, but I've never had it resisted ever. If they have ability block, then they get stunned. And why is that so good? Because you often run him with Vader, and Vader uses his Merciless Massacre and puts ability block on a lot of people. And then Thrawn comes and he stuns whoever. So it's like your ability block, which means you can only use the basic, but how about you get nothing at all? How about you don't even get to use your basic? It's really good. It's really good. But here's something else that's interesting. If you attack a character with it, it grants them speed up. So this is for characters, and this is for raid bosses. If you attack an enemy with it, it gives them speed up, which is a buff. You're like, why are we giving the enemy a buff? This is not good. Except for that, it turns into ability block. He gives them speed up for one turn. When the speed up expires, it becomes ability block. These effects cannot be resisted, which means that you can attack somebody with tenacity up, and they will get speed up, and then they'll take a turn, and then after their turn is over, there'll be ability block for the next turn. So it lets you put ability block on characters that you couldn't otherwise put ability block on. And then if they're already ability blocked, he stuns them instead. So this is a really good ability. His basic is good, his fracture is good, his Grand Admiral command is good. Every time he takes a turn, it's something good for your team. Dr. Enucleator, Thrawn's kit is super canon now that I've been watching Rebels and rereading his abilities right now. Yeah, it's so cool how the game does that. They do, like Droidica was talking about earlier, a lot of his abilities are like, that's exactly what he does, you know? Yeah, it's definitely cool. It's definitely cool how they make the abilities canon. All right, so we'll talk about his leadership separately. We're going to use him not in the lead first. We'll talk about his leadership separately. Ebb and Flow. We don't have the Zeta on. But here's the thing about Ebb and Flow. Whenever he fractures an enemy, he has 50% counter chance and 50% tenacity and minus 50% speed. Now this is good. When he fractures somebody, the fracture stays on as long as he doesn't take a turn. So this cuts his speed in half, makes him go much more slowly, which means they stay fractured for longer. And then, whenever another Empire ally uses a special ability while Thrawn is active, that ally gains 15% turn meter, and if any enemies are fractured, Thrawn loses 15% turn meter. So if you are on an Empire team and they use specials, that just extends the fracture even longer. Now here's my question, and I don't know the answer. We're going to try to find out together today. Some of you guys may already know. But my question is whenever an Empire ally uses a special ability while Thrawn is active, that ally gains 15% turn meter. Is that only when somebody is fractured, or is that all the time when he's on the team? Because that alone, that phrase, that small phrase in this paragraph is really good, that whenever any Empire ally uses a special ability while Thrawn is active, that Empire ally gains turn meter. 15% is significant. So we'll do some testing on that. Hopefully we can figure that out. So let's jump in to our Galactic War, because our Thrawn is a baby Thrawn and our Empire team is a baby Empire team. All right, let's see what the chat is saying. All right, I'm going to go to bed in 1 in the morning. So good night, guys. Best of luck on the 7-star Thrawn. Thank you, Cat Lord, so much for joining the stream again. Raphael, Rebels is an overheated show. Rebels is an overheated show. I really liked it. I liked, the first few episodes felt very childish to me. And then I just kept going through it, and I'm like, wow, this is getting really good. It got really enjoyable at some point. I forget what the point was. But I really kind of liked the Phoenix team better, and I liked Thrawn better in the game after I saw the show. Because in the game, when they first came out, the Phoenix Squad, we were like, what is this, from some kiddie show? You know, we were all middle-aged men. played a Star Wars game, not wanting kiddie show characters, but I ended up liking it a lot as well toward the end. Brian says, after watching the second episode of Book of Boba Fett, we need a good Tusken rework with the new characters. And Nice Snipe says, totally agree. I haven't got to see it yet, you guys, but I am looking forward to see it soon. Let's get our Empire team. Now, when I run Empire, generally, I run these I consider to kind of be the core three. Emperor Palpatine, Darth Vader, and Grand Admiral Thrawn. Now, I like to run Tarkin under Palpatine, first of all, because I've got a lot of gear on him, and I don't want that gear to be wasted. Second of all, because Tarkin applies a lot of debuffs, and it helps the turn meter train rolling. Plus, Tarkin has an AoE turn meter removal, but this is not about Tarkin, this is about Thrawn. And then I've got Gideon here just because I don't have any other good Empire. Gideon works great here, but he works better on other teams. So here we go. I've never seen a person use Galactic War as much. CG really needs to add a mode where you can really practice. Yeah, but if you look at my characters and you look at their characters, we're not far off. This is pretty relevant for the level of our characters right here. All right, so we're not going to let Vader steal the show because he absolutely will. So here we have an opportunity to show how his basic ability is going to stun Ahsoka because she's got ability block. And let's go ahead and kill her off eventually. See if we can get back to another Thrawn turn before it's too late. Oh no, Vader. Okay, just the basic. Alright, back to Thrawn. Now, Thrawn's got some debuffs. Everybody else has got some debuffs. If we look at Thrawn's turn meter, we said we want Thrawn to take another turn as soon as possible. So we're going to look and see who has the most turn meter, and it looks like Palpatine. So we're going to use this ability, give it to Palpatine. Palpatine's going to lose his debuffs, so will Thrawn. And then Thrawn's going to get Palpatine's turn meter, and Palpatine is going to get Thrawn's turn meter. Plus, Palpatine healed some protection, which is a beautiful thing. And now we can do, I don't know, like an AoE stun or something. There we go. Okay, now we're going to try out, we're not going to try out Fracture, because I want to save that for a fresh fight. So let's just power through the rest of this. Well matched and low stakes, yes indeed. Use Bastila Shan Fallen instead of Gideon. Such a good choice. Such a good choice. That is a really good option for this team. Yeah, we need a sandbox mode, yep. Coleman Traber, Galactic Challenges are good, but often they have modifiers that make them a lot different from the usual turn. You're right. If Thrawn fractures lasts until he takes a turn, don't you want him to be slow? That is a great question, and that makes a lot of sense at first. But if he's super slow, then you don't ever get to use the fracture because he generally is dead before he gets a turn. The Palpatine team, it has a lot of turn meter generation, so that's good. But if they don't get out in front of the team, then they're not going to be doing much. They don't have much going on if they're too slow. And Thrawn, he's one of those characters, you know, some characters have a high base speed, some characters have a low base speed. Gideon's got an incredibly high base speed. Thrawn has a good base speed. It's not as high as Gideon, but he's one of those easy to make fast characters. And so if you give him a lot of speed and let him fracture somebody, then control his fracture by using special abilities on the team, then that is a better way to make the fracture last a long time, rather than just making him slow out of the gate. So we're not going to use any special abilities. All right, let's do fracture. This is a good opportunity. Hopefully this doesn't just kill him. Okay, good. It didn't kill him. So here's the fracture. It looks cool. Speed set to 0. Super stun, okay? Now, look at Thrawn's turn meter. We're going to use a special ability with Tarkin, and Thrawn's turn meter didn't go down. Why didn't it go down? Let's use another special. Why is Thrawn's turn meter not going down? Well, because he's no longer fractured. All right, let's push forward into a little bit harder battle. We'll see. Why isn't his turn meter going down? Coleman Traber, it's dependent on whether you want him to fracture first or give somebody else a bonus turn. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's get to another fight. See if we can get to another fracture on somebody a little thicker. Let's see if we can test this out. Let's give this to Tarkin, get more turn meter. We don't want to use anybody's specials because we're trying to test Thrawn. Okay. Nice Time is asking if it's Zeta dependent. The Zeta, and we'll talk about the Zeta because it's interesting. It's interesting. This is not a good team to test this on. Let's see if we can get to a little bit thicker team. Let's just put it on auto basic. There's the speed up turned into ability block. You guys just saw that right there. But no, the turn meter removal from Thrawn, based on the text, is not based on the Zeta. The Zeta actually makes you remove turn meter from the fractured enemy, which really only applies to Galactic Legends and raid bosses. Alright, Vader's going to be a little thicker on this one. Maybe this one will work. Maybe this one will work. Yeah, Coleman Traber, you're right. To answer Leah, it depends on how you want to use him. Generally, you want to make him fast so that you can use him all the ways that you can use him. Alright, let's just start with a basic on... I'm trying to make people stick around here. Trying to make people stick around. We can kill him and he'll get another life. Kill him and he'll get another life. Okay. Oh my gosh. Thrawn, we're not getting our boy Thrawn a turn. Okay, here we go. Let's fracture Vader. Okay, so Vader, the fracture causes him to lose a certain amount of turn meter, and then his turn meter should stay right there. It shouldn't move until Thrawn takes a turn. Now, Thrawn's already got some turn meter. Now, this is interesting here. This control the situation is going to remove Thrawn's turn meter, but then it's going to give him 25% turn meter back. So let's try using this special ability. Let's watch his turn meter. It worked. Okay, it worked that time. And then it went back up. You guys saw that it went down and then it went back up. So then let's use this special ability here. It worked, took some turn meter away. And now we're going to use this special ability. All right, and we'll use this special ability. See, we're keeping the fracture. I think what's happening is he's losing turn meter and then gaining it back. I think that's why we're not seeing it move. But you guys can see that he hasn't taken a turn yet, and he should have. Now we're going to try to control the situation, take a lot of his turn meter away, and then give him some back, because that's how control the situation works. And if we use Merciless Massacre, that'll help. But it'll also kill the entire enemy team. Here, let's use an ability. Took some turn meter away. And we'll use an ability, take some turn meter away. And another ability. So you see, we've kept Vader fractured this entire time. And Vader was definitely the most dangerous person on this team. And Thrawn never got a turn that whole time. So now Thrawn's going to let go of the fracture when we kill this person, and then he's going to get turn meter regularly. In your opinion, Clone Wars is peak Star Wars? Yeah, Clone Wars was a really good show. Really good show. What's your favorite Star Wars show? There isn't a lot of them, but I think they're all good. Thus far, Mando takes the first place. Mando is an amazing show. It is. This is going to be a good team right here. This is going to be a good team to test. And then we will talk a little more about, then we'll try Thrawn Lead and show you how Thrawn Lead works. Mando is a really enjoyable show. I love Mando, especially season 1, especially the first episode. I mean, they're just so good. So good. I really like the Clone Wars as well. The Clone Wars. I didn't really love Bad Batch. I mean, I hope nobody hates me for that. Let's try to get Thrawn some turn meter by giving him the highest turn meter person. I just want to use basics because I really want to test this out. Let's give Yoda speed up, and that's going to turn into an ability block. Keep going after Anakin. Just keep hitting those basics with Vader. Basic. Now this is not like how to play this team. This is just me trying to cycle around to Thrawn to give him some more action. Okay. So okay, here we go. We got people with tenacity up. We're going to attack Ahsoka. We're going to give her a buff. She's already got speed up. We're going to give her speed up again. And then when she takes a turn, it's going to turn into ability block. It's super cool. Let's go ahead and try to finish off Anakin. They know the secret of Thrawn. They're going after him. Clone Wars hands down. I'm on my 6th time rewatching all the seasons. That's dedication, Brian. That's dedication. Next time, Clone Wars for animations and live action Mando first, but that could change with Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, it could. It could. Wow, Dr. Nucleator specifically says season 6, season 7. And Raphael says, yeah, Clone Wars is peak the majority of times, but there are some arcs that are really bad. The Martez sisters was really boring. Yeah, the Martez sisters. It's like they didn't know what to do with Ahsoka after they got her out of the Jedi Order. It's like we gotta show her what real life is like, but we don't know how. Okay, so Ahsoka's about to get that ability block. Let's fracture, I don't know, Ezra. Fracture Ezra. Now notice he had a bunch of buffs. All those buffs are gone. And even if he still had legendary battle meditation, he could not counter because he's fractured. Alright, so let's see how long we can keep Thrawn from attacking. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm not going to finish this battle because this battle is perfect for me to do this testing on. Alright, let's do this. And then we're going to go into Merciless. See, Thrawn's just keeping on. Losing turn meter, losing turn meter. Another ability. And then another ability. And Thrawn's just holding this fracture. He's holding it strong. And then we'll control the situation, take Thrawn's turn meter away. This is good. This is good. And still, see, Ezra is still where we left him with like no turn meter. So it's really good. I mean, what you got here is you got a lot of control. You got stuns, turn meter removal, death and destruction, turn meter removal, more stuns, fracture, turn meter gain, swapping, turn meter swapping. This team has a lot of control, and control is always a good thing in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Now, one time we're going to try Thrawn's lead, and then we're going to get into the Thrawn event. Camel Boyle definitely agrees with Raphael about the Martez sister story arc. Empire. Thrawn lead. Now let's look at Thrawn lead right here. Legendary strategist. This is basically, I mean, it's a great lead. Okay, it's a great lead. You get extra protection, 25% offense, and then 20% turn meter whenever you resist or suffer a debuff. So you want to use Thrawn lead against teams that put on a lot of debuffs because they're going to give your team turn meter. And then Empire allies gain a brand new special ability, Maneuver. What does Maneuver do? Dispel all debuffs on this character and gain 50% turn meter. So it's a cooldown of 3. So what does it do when Thrawn gives everybody an additional special ability? It gives your team more opportunities to keep the fracture going for longer. Okay, so we're just going to do so. We're gonna fracture Anakin. So let's put some damage on other people. Let's do the same thing we did before. See, we've got the special ability, which is Thrawn's face, which is pretty cool. Let's give Yoda the speed up this time. I'm just trying to spread out the damage. I don't want to kill anybody because I want the fracture to be able to be showcased here. Okay. We're going to use this ability to give him 50% turn meter. Even though he doesn't have any debuffs, he'll still get turn meter. Back up again. See, that'll help him refresh his cooldowns faster. Alright, so let's put this on Yoda. Okay, and just a basic. And we should be getting back to Thrawn shortly. Okay, now let's fracture Anakin. Alright, now let the abilities commence. We're just going to spam abilities, whatever they are. We're going to try to keep Thrawn right where he stands. I don't want to do Merciless Massacre because it's going to kill everybody. Alright, give some healing. Thrawn is still rock solid here. Let's put some love on Anakin. Alright, now we don't have any special abilities, except for that we do. We got a brand new special ability given to us by Thrawn. This shouldn't do much damage. Okay, good. And more specials. You see how we're just keeping this fracture. You used to use Thrawn lead to counter Galactic Legends because he would get the fracture out, and then you could use these maneuver abilities to just absolutely not let the Galactic Legend take a turn, and you could kill the rest of the team with the rest of your team. Alright, let's use the maneuver. And then let's do a basic. Still holding that fracture. Keeps on losing the turn meter, still holding that fracture. More specials. And we're just down to the main man. More specials. Thrawn, look, he's like 10% turn meter. The Thrawn lead is really good for keeping the fracture on the opponent. There we go. Not that that's any kind of accomplishment, but the Thrawn lead, you guys, don't sleep on it. It can really take fracture to the next level. Does that special ability have a cooldown? Yes, it has a cooldown of 3. It does. So you want to, let me stop this annoying sound. So you want to keep that in mind with your other cooldowns. Maybe you use the special ability early because it's got a cooldown of 3, and one of your other specials has like a cooldown of 2 or something. You know, I mean, just gotta work your specials. The point is, it gives you another special in order to cause that ebb and flow ability to work even better. I don't. Let's test it. There's one more thing I wanted to test. We can test it with Thrawn lead. That's fine. Thrawn, in his unique ability, it said that Empire allies gain 15% turn meter whenever they use an ability. So we're gonna see if we can pick up on that. Okay, so let's just try. We definitely want to put an ability shred on this guy. Okay, that looks like 15% turn meter, but he could have gotten that naturally. So let's try this. Vader is at almost 100%. Tarkin is right there. So if Vader has more than this much turn meter when Tarkin takes his turn, then we'll know that it should work. All right, let's try using a special. So yeah, it looks like it works, you guys. It looks like the 15% turn meter does not require a fracture to currently be in place. So just because Thrawn is on your team, you're getting extra turn meter every time you use an ability. Alright, let's swap turn meter with Palpatine. And then we'll use a basic. And then Thrawn can use this ability. Now this is going to give him 50% turn meter. So he gets a 50% plus the bonus turn meter. This is going to remove the debuffs. This can remove the debuffs and give turn meter. Now here's a situation where we're not using it to extend the duration of the fracture. We're using it just to take the debuffs off of our team and recycle back the cooldowns more quickly. Let's try to do an AoE stun. Got some stuns. Alright, let's see if we can kill this team. We got some really baby tunes compared to these teams, compared to this team. Let's see if we can finish this team off here. You do not want to fracture crew. Not crew, Kylo. And the reason is because Kylo is going to get extra defense every time you hit him until his next turn. So if you fracture him and he's the only one left to hit, then he's just going to stack defense like crazy. Alright, so let's just put this damage over here. Let's put some offense down. There goes Gideon. Alright, let's put some damage on him with somebody that can take the hit. Thrawn smacks him in the face with his gun. Alright, will this take him out? Yes, it will. So there was Thrawn countering because he had somebody fractured. Alright, so that's the last of the Thrawn testing, and now we know we definitely want him at 7 stars because we cannot use him in the raids. Another thing that people like to do with Thrawn is they like to put him with the clones in the Heroic Sith raid and give the turn to Rex. Swap turn meter with Rex to help Rex get to his Annihilate faster. So that's another thing to do. Alright, you guys, let's do this. Let's take a look at our Phoenix. I think that our Phoenix are Thrawn ready. Let me show you what we got. Let me show you what we got. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous this is going to take forever, but it doesn't care. I'm having fun with you guys. Alright, so we have more gear that we can put on them. But we have Ezra is actually 1 gear tier higher than he has to be. But I've got his basic max with his Omega, his watch and learn, and his push through. I went ahead and put these abilities up to the max because this is a character that I'm planning to take above this gear level someday. I want to take it above this gear level because he is good with other Jedi teams, so I don't have any issue with upgrading his abilities. And I would upgrade this as well, but it is a Zeta, and I am not trying to put a Zeta on him right now, although it's a good Zeta. The only ability I've maxed out on Chopper is his unique. If you guys notice, the unique on the Phoenix, I've got all the uniques maxed out. Hera is maxed out except for her Omicron. Clear Mind unique is maxed out. This unique is maxed out. The Phoenix share their uniques with everybody. So if you max out their uniques, that's going to really help them to get through this. Chopper, all of these abilities are good. Okay, these are all worth doing, but I just don't have enough Omega mats right now. Gear 8 here, all of the cheap pieces, none of the expensive pieces. This is a Fusion Furnace. This is a Stun Cuff. We're holding off on the expensive pieces. Hera, Gear 8. The cheap pieces, not the expensive pieces, is this. Yeah, this is a Mark 4. I was going to say, I don't think I put a stun gun on her. Mark 5. Mark 4 stun gun. And then these are all cheap pieces, and these are expensive. This is a Mark 5 stun gun. This is a Mark 5 droid collar. Once again, leadership maxed out. None of the other abilities maxed out, but close to maxed out. Kanan, Gear 8. Nothing expensive, just the cheap pieces. He's got 4 expensive pieces, so he's missing a lot of gear to go to Gear 9, but I still think we can do it. Maxed out unique. And then Zeb, exactly the same story as Kanan. He needs 4 expensive pieces. I put the cheap pieces on. I did not put the expensive pieces on, and we maxed out his unique. So, how do we have these guys modded? We have Zeb for potency, not very fast. I do not have a lot of speed on these Phoenix at all. 51 speed, that's garbage speed. Kanan, how much speed? 47 extra speed, garbage speed. He's running 147. I've got all health and defense on him. Hera, I have her speed and potency. You want Hera fast and potent. That's what you want on her. But once again, fast is relative because I only have 63 speed. Oh, it's so bad. These mods are so bad. Chopper, I did not want to click on him. Chopper, speed and survivability. He's actually pretty fast, but he doesn't have much more speed on him than anybody else. Plus 68. These are garbage mods. Garbage mods. And then Ezra, you want offense. Offensive stats, and he's even slower. 60 speed, 191. So these are garbage mods. This is garbage gear, but we have the uniques maxed out, and we're gonna go give this a try. Phoenix looking pretty good. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hopefully it's good enough for this event. Let's go do it. Now we have to do 6-star first. Phoenix giving Usain Bolt a run for his money with those mods. Oh my gosh. These mods are so bad. As an early game account, our mods are so bad. And this team, as you guys know, we've named them utter garbage in our squad selector tool. Even though they're not, even though I do like the Phoenix team and think that they're good, they're only good to a point. They're only good to a point. So here we go. This is going to be the start of our Phoenix unlock, possibly guide, but definitely headache. Here we go. Here we go. Do you know the strategy for the event? I do. I do. We're gonna figure out some of it on the way. First of all, the first part of the strategy, and this is not good for teaching, but the first part of the strategy is put it on auto for the first couple phases. Because, my gosh, it takes forever to get to the 3rd phase. The Phoenix do pretty well on auto, thankfully. But here's what's happening, you guys. You see that word push through? Every time you see the word push through, that's Ezra's unique that he's sharing with the team, adding offense to everybody. Every time they take a turn, they get a push through until they get to the maximum level. So if you don't have Ezra's unique Omega, then you if you don't have Ezra's unique Omega, then everybody is missing out on extra offense. Every little bit helps. Even though these Phoenix are garbage and they're not modded well at all, every little bit helps. This is the 6-star, so I'm not worried so much about this. All right, we're going to take it off auto. We want to enter Phase 4 with maximum health and protection and with all of our cooldowns ready to go. We want to be able to use any abilities that we want. We always want to go after Death Troopers. When we see them, Death Troopers are the big headache, and it's because of this healing immunity right here. The Phoenix have a mechanic where they heal health and protection every time they take a turn. But if they have healing immunity, then that is stopped. All right, let's go ahead and put this into Phase 4. Can level Ezra a touch if you crash. That's true. That's true. All right, here's our boy, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and so the patient predator has his prey come to him. Oh my goodness, even tier 6 he's hitting hard. This is not good. So we had an unfortunate start here. Even though we finished off the last round with some turn meter, they all went first. Okay, so here's the strategy, you guys. These two Death Troopers have got to go. This Death Trooper, they've got to go. This unit has 100% crit chance and increased critical damage. This effect is removed if the unit becomes staggered. So first thing we gotta do is we gotta get past this tank. In fact, I don't think we need to waste our Dispel. I think we can just kill him. Okay. So, Zeb, we have him modded entirely for potency. He has almost no speed at all. When he uses his basic ability, we want him to get dazed. If that enemy was already dazed, staggered, or exposed, they're stunned for 1 turn instead. So if we daze him once and then we daze him again, we can stun him. So when we have Zeb up, we're going to try to daze Thrawn. And you know, I'm realizing as we're doing this, it's been too long since I've done this event. We might have to figure out the strategy as we go. Can we take this buff off of him? Yes, we can. Okay, so the daze is going to prevent bonus turn meter. It's also going to prevent counterattacking. So he can't assist, counterattack, or gain bonus turn meter. So let's try to get a stun on it. Can we stun him? Can you stun Thrawn in this event? Let's see. We're going to use Hera to call Zeb. He resisted it. That doesn't mean he can't stun. All right, let's get a taunt up. Every time the Phoenix uses special ability under Hera's lead, they get some turn meter. So if you can use a special, you should. And with Ezra, if there's not somebody that you're trying to call for some kind of tactical reason, you want to call Chopper. Because Chopper with his basic, let's look at Chopper's basic in a minute, but he gives buffs to the team. This is not hard, it's tier 6, so we're not worried about it so much. This ability right here cleanses Kanan. This ability right here cleanses somebody else. So you want to use Kanan's cleanse and taunt in a strategic way in order to try to save people's life. But for now, we're just gonna put we got Chopper taunting. Let's go ahead and get Kanan taunting, and we're gonna cleanse Zeb because he needs the healing immunity taken off of him. All right, Chopper's basic. Deal physical damage to the target enemy. Grant a random Phoenix ally one of these buffs. Offense up, defense up, or speed up at random. With a 50% chance to also reduce that ally's cooldown. So if Chopper is using his basic, he's reducing cooldowns. He has a chance to reduce cooldowns around the field. If the Phoenix can use their special abilities more, then that will help them to survive. And none of these Phoenix really do much damage. So you might as well call Chopper. Unless you've only got one enemy left, in which case you definitely want to call Hera. So let's use this basic. All right, we're going to attempt a stagger with Zeb. Got the stagger, but it doesn't matter because he got turn meter first. I thought Ezra was going to go first. Let's check the chat. Matthew Ryan, hi Padawan. This is the first time I've been up early enough to catch your stream where I live. Nice, Matthew. Welcome. To be honest, when I did it, I found it easier to kill the Death Troopers first before the Stormtroopers, but I guess there are a lot of various ways to do it. Well, in Tier 7, that is absolutely how we're going to have to do it. because the Stormtrooper is too thick. You gotta kill the Death Troopers first. So we kill the Death Troopers, and here's the thing. We want to get Thrawn by himself, because when Hera uses her basic, if that enemy was the healthiest enemy, it exposes them. And if we put exposes on Thrawn, then he's gonna get his health chunked. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put the life save on the backup plan on Kanan, because he taunts for a while. Well, he's not taunting anymore. Let's try to finish off this Stormtrooper Commander. We don't have any issue with this fight, so we're not gonna drag it out. All right, so let's get the taunt up with Chopper. We're gonna give Chopper some protection up and tenacity. See, he gave us a speed up. This is gonna turn into ability block next turn. Basic with Hera, try to get the exposed, got the exposed. Now we're gonna call Hera to assist. She's gonna hit the exposed and maybe put another expose. No, not another expose, but it could have happened. All right, basic, reduce turn meter, reduce cooldowns, I mean. All right, big hit from Ezra. Wow, 20,000. When you use Ezra's big hit, you wanna try to use it on somebody that is not buffed, because it's a dispel if they're buffed. If they're not buffed, then it does extra damage. I think it does extra damage, but it gives Ezra turn meter. Brian Thompson, Matthew Ryan, welcome to the stream. All right, here we go. This is the hard one. Tier 7. Tier 7, you guys. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna slow down a little bit more when we get to when we get toward the end, but we're gonna start this one off the same way. Because what is this? This is just a bunch of Stormtroopers taunting. It just takes time to get through. I think this is actually meant to help you out. I mean, it's frustrating that you can't start closer to the end, but this lets everybody get their push through bonuses fully upgraded to the max, so they're doing the most amount of damage possible, because you have to take a bunch of turns to get to Thrawn. In fact, if your Phoenix were over geared, then they may not get the maximum bonus of push through. All right, we're not going to auto this one all the way through. We're going to auto it for the beginning, and then we're going to manual it after that. Yeah, let's kill a couple of these attackers. Okay. Now we're going to take control here. Our goal is to try to start the next phase with all of our abilities. Here we have a tank, a healer, and a damage dealer. So let's take the damage dealer out. We can afford to use this ability right now. We're going to call Chopper. Same reason as before, trying to reduce cooldowns. And see, this is the ability I was talking about. Deal physical damage to the target enemy. Dispel all buffs on them. So it's a buff dispel. That's great, right? If the enemy had no buffs, this attack's cooldown is reduced by 1, so you can use it again sooner. And Ezra gains 50% turn meter instead, which can be very helpful since Ezra is the damage dealer of your team. I meant to look at Ezra's basic there also. Didn't do it. Raphael says, I think that you can definitely do it. I did it with Gear 9 Ezra and Chopper, the rest Gear 8 with no extra gear added on. So it was Gear 8 plus nothing. Okay. Who's unique makes Phoenix share uniques? It is Hera's lead. Yeah, you guys are right. Hera's lead. Hera's lead for sure. Okay, so we are not going to use this. We're going to just basic. Once again, we're going for the Death Troopers first. It is worth it to use a special ability here to try to kill the Death Troopers. We're going to try Ezra's big hit. Since they're not buffed, Ezra gets turn meter, you see, and his cooldown is reduced by 1 on that ability. Oh, that's an unfortunate dodge. See, he's already ready to use it again next turn. All right, we are going to try to finish him off with somebody else. Let's look at Ezra's basic. He deals physical damage to the target enemy with a 40% chance to attack again. If Ezra has no debuffs, the chance is doubled. So he's not debuffed. So he has an 80% chance to attack twice. Okay, that's going to increase your just understanding what Ezra does with his basic, that his chance to attack twice is doubled if he's not debuffed. That is a tactical thing that you can use to that's a tactical thing that you can use to try to get the double hit with him. Sometimes he might be debuffed, but his second special is available. If he's debuffed, it'd be better to use his second special, even though his basic might do more damage than the second special. All right, we are in full cooldown reduction mode. We want to make sure we start the next fight with our abilities. We have not even talked about Ezra's third ability, which in the Phoenix squad is incredibly versatile. Did it with Gear 10 Ezra and Gear 8 for the rest. Alright, so you guys are with me. You guys think we got what it takes. This is only our first attempt. Okay, so this is not a great situation. Okay, what we've got here is we've got very little turn meter on our team. Ezra's got almost none. Kanan's got almost none. Okay, Hera's got full turn meter, but it's because it's her turn. So when we go into this next phase, this is not the situation we want. We want to be going in with a lot of our team having turn meter ready to go. Okay, if we can get out and get control of the fight in the first place, we'll be in much better shape. So already I can tell this is a bad start, but it doesn't mean it's going to be necessarily a loss. Let's see how it goes. This is when it gets ugly, right here, phase 4. There he is. We want him 7 stars, you guys. We want him 7 stars. Our team is Thrawn ready. We'll see if it's gonna be good enough. Okay, we gotta kill these. We gotta kill these Death Troopers. We gotta get through this taunt. This fight will mark the turning point. After this, your rebellion will unravel and fall into oblivion. Okay, that's not a bad start. Getting some counters. All right, so basically, here's the problem. We have healing immunity on a lot of our characters, which, as I already said, it prevents them from being able to heal, okay? But we don't have it on Chopper, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and remove the buffs from the tank. Chopper is special right here. It dispels all buffs on the target enemy. For each buff dispelled, all enemies lose 10% turn meter. So this is 2 buffs. This is going to take 20% turn meter from the enemy team, and Chopper gains 15% protection. Droid targets are also stunned, but there are no droids. Okay, so see how it took turn meter away? That's really good. Already Zeb is in big trouble. Big trouble. We have a daze over here. Let's see if we can turn it into a stun with Zeb. Got the stun. That's good. And then it was cleansed. Duck on it. Okay. All right. So we have buffs. We would like to remove them. But if we use this ability as a buff dispel, then it's going to take longer to use it again, and it's also not going to give Ezra turn meter. We would like to call Chopper, but Chopper is dazed. We cannot call Chopper, okay? So let's take a look at this ability right here. Thrawn is always talking junk. Yeah, Brian, you're right. Okay. If Ezra does this ability, calls the assist from an attacker, Ezra and the attacker that he calls deals 100% crit for this attack. Well, there's no other attackers here. We've got tank, support. Even though Chopper, it taunts, he's not a tank, he's a support. And Hera's a support, okay? So, if we call Chopper or Hera, then Ezra and that person will gain 40% turn meter. That is why I always want to call Chopper, because that gives Ezra another turn soon. We cannot call Chopper. We're going to call Hera, because that's going to give Hera turn meter and Ezra turn meter. However, if these guys are in trouble, like Zeb is, if these guys are in trouble, we can call them and give them protection up for 2 turns. But whatever we give them, we also get. So whenever you're using this ability, you're thinking, what does Ezra need and what does the team need in order to try to be successful with this event? So we're going to call Hera. This is going to give us some turn meter and do some damage to this Death Trooper. Now, I feel like if we don't put the backup plan on Zeb, we're going to lose him. So even though I usually like to put the backup plan on one of my tanks, we're just going to see what happens if we put it on Zeb. Remember, whenever a Phoenix ally uses a special ability, they gain turn meter. So Hera's going to get a little bit of turn meter just for using a special. Okay, we're still focused down over here. If we taunt with Chopper, then Thrawn is going to fracture him. He might be able to survive that. Let's see. All right, we're going to use this buff dispel this ability right here. Let's take a look at this. The Phoenix are so complicated, you guys. There's a lot going on here. All right, let's see what the chat is saying. Thrawn is always talking junk. Coleman Traver, well, he deserves to talk junk with how often this event gives people trouble. That's true. Raphael, what is really frustrating about this event is that if you fail, you have to do the 3 beginner waves all over again. Indeed. The lead also gives turn meter when using specials. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to give Kanan some turn meter. Kanan is going to take the healing immunity off of himself, and he's going to give another ally protection up. I want to give it to Zeb, but Zeb has the backup plan, so we're going to give this to Chopper, help him survive a little bit more, and we're just going to use the basic. We got lucky. Even though Ezra was debuffed, he still, he still attacked twice. That was good. All right, so we can put the stagger on somebody. If we put it on Thrawn, will Hera go soon enough to attack him? Let's try. Got the stagger. No, Hera did not go soon enough. Okay, he still got stagger. This is good. So we can hit this stagger once he gets a little more turn meter. Stagger causes the enemy to lose 100% turn meter. So we're going to keep putting damage on this Death Trooper. I know we're going painfully slow, you guys. We're just trying to talk this through, talk through the strategy here. We can call somebody to assist with Hera. And when Hera calls somebody to assist, it has 25% extra potency. So Zeb is a good option to call to assist with Hera, but there's nobody we're super trying to stun right now. I guess we could stun the Stormtrooper. Let's do that. Let's try to stun the Stormtrooper. Got the stun thanks to Zeb's potency. Let's put some damage over here on this guy. This guy's the closest to death, and we're back to their shenanigans again. Okay, we're going to cleanse Ezra. When Kanan taunts, he cleanses somebody, whoever you choose. We're going to cleanse Ezra. Now this should mean that Kanan takes the fracture, but we're going to go ahead and put a hit on Thrawn, and we're going to do this hit because this hit is going to give Ezra turn meter, and it's going to reduce the cooldown of this hit, and it takes all the turn meter away from Thrawn. Okay, so let's use this ability to give Kanan a little more survivability and tenacity up. Excellent. Ah, oh, man, these Death Troopers are killing me. All right, we got to kill one of these Death Troopers. That tenacity up really helped Kanan to counter more. All right, we're gonna try to remove this buff from this Death Trooper. All right, we're gonna call Chopper once again for turn meter and potential cooldown reduction on the enemy team. This taunt is a problem. All right, taunt with Chopper. All right, we only have a 40% chance to attack again. We got it. Lucky. All right, this is going well. This is going well. It's not really going well, but we'll see. All right, Dioji says, keeping it interesting. All right, we have to attack this guy, and basic is all we got. We're getting some good assists from Chopper. Oh, Chopper almost died right there. Chopper, you got to stop taunting, my man. You got to stop taunting. There's no daisies to take advantage of. See, we're trying to kill these Death Troopers because they put this... Ooh, nice! They put this healing immunity on us. Okay, this is a situation. We got to take advantage of this. We've got to take advantage of this. I think Ezra is the most important one. I think we put the backup plan on Ezra. We don't want Kanan to die, but whoever Thrawn fractures right here is probably going to die, and we really don't want it to be Ezra. Okay, we're getting some control here. We want to give... These guys are both Stormtrooper commanders. Let's call Chopper to assist. We got to give Chopper some turn meter. Got to get some turn meter for ourselves. All right, we're going to cleanse Kanan with his own cleanse, and we're going to give this to Hera. A little bit of protection up. Chopper with the basic. All right, now, however, okay, Thrawn did not use, he has not used the fracture yet. We're getting really lucky with that. Okay, there goes Hera. There goes Hera. So now we no longer get bonus turn meter from using special abilities, okay? All right, we're going all in on this fool. It's unfortunate that we lost Hera, but it's not over yet. Let's get a stun. Let's try to put offense down. Kanan's basic should put offense down if he crits. All right, so there's offense down. That'll help us stay alive a little better. Excellent counter, Ezra. Ezra's doing some good damage. I'm liking this. Let's get up a taunt. Good dodges, Chopper. The offense down is still on Thrawn. Let's see if we can get a stagger. Got the stagger and hit the stagger. Excellent. Let's put the taunt. Let's not put the taunt. Let's try to put offense down back over here. Got it. And just a basic. Okay. That's good. He's still alive. He's still alive. Give this to Chopper. Get some turn meter for both Chopper and Ezra. Okay. Let's get the taunt up. Big hit. 19,000. Let's give some... We cannot give buffs to Zeb because he's fractured, so let's hold off on that. We've already got Chopper's taunt up. Let's just try to put that offense down. Got the offense down. Basic. Alright, Thrawn is just so thick, man. He is thick. That's why we need Hera to still be alive for those exposes. Alright, Chopper for the assist call. Yes, double hit, double hit. We're going to save the taunt for when Kanan's taunt is gone or when Kanan is gone. Big hit. Okay, Kanan's taunt is gone. Get the taunt up. Got to keep Ezra alive. You guys, we got it in the first try. We got it in the first try. I can't believe it. Look at that. We got lucky. We got some lucky stuff going on. But you see, I cannot believe we got that in the first try. Holy moly. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh my gosh, you guys. We got to celebrate. We got to celebrate with Baby Yoda. Got my Baby Yoda right here. I didn't even know Baby Yoda was with me. Baby Yoda's with me. What you got, Baby Yoda? Are you on? Gotta pat your head. Do something. There we go. My Baby Yoda is super animated. Celebrate with us, Baby Yoda. Alright, what else? What else do you do? There we go. Do the magic hand thing. This is for Hera. We lost Hera, but Baby Yoda's bringing her back to life. And we lost Zeb too. Good job, Baby Yoda. Good job. Alright, you guys. I can't believe it. We did it. First try. Brian says first shot nice. Thrawn was helping me out. Nice run. Well done. That was really well executed. Thank you guys so much. And that is the guide for... I'm going to probably clip this out and make like a shorter video or something for anybody who just wants to see the guide. That's how the Phoenix work, you guys. This is a good enough gear. I think getting Ezra to gear 9 really helped. He was doing some pretty good damage. Oh my gosh, you guys, we did it! We did it! I can't believe it. We did it in the first shot. Here I was prepared to stream for hours. You beat the Artists of War event tier 7. Extra crystals. We got 150 crystals. One for tier 6, one for tier 7, and one for that achievement right there. Well, let's do it. Let's put him on the 7-star train. And then we gotta, I don't know, use him somewhere. We gotta use him one more time. Yes, nice. 6 stars. Whoops, I'm so nervous. I'm clicking everywhere. 7-star Thrawn. 7-star Thrawn, and this is not smart. Don't do this. But I'm clicking upgrade just I'm excited about Thrawn. Do it again. Oh my gosh, we're spending so much gear. That's good enough. Gear 10. What is this? Nah, we don't want to give him that yet. We can give him that. That's fine. Oh, we've already got a couple of those. Extra potency. And we've got enough of these. These are valuable. We can give this to him. Thrawn, you guys. Such a good character. Such a good character. We're doing it. We're putting the Omegas on him too. We're getting him up and running. We are getting him up and running. There's our Thrawn. We don't have any of the Zetas yet. Oh, we haven't even talked about the Zetas. All right, the leadership, all it does is give them 2% protection recovery when they gain or lose a status effect. So it really helps them survive against a debuff heavy team, but it's only 2%. So just keep that in mind. If you're running Thrawn lead, you want a mod for protection. And then Ebb and Flow Zeta, what it does is it increases his counter chance to 100, his tenacity to 100, and this turn meter removal that removes turn meter from him, it also removes it from enemies, which can be good against Galactic Legends. Nice Dive says, at least give him the last level. He deserves the last level. Level 85. Level 85, you guys. I just spent a bunch of my credits. Oh, yeah. Rogue Padawan. Yeah, I'm just going crazy, you guys. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to. Okay, where's this? This is a terrible test, but let's take him in here. Let's take him in here. We're going to take him to, I don't know, tier 4? Tier 5? Tier 6? No, definitely not tier 6. Tier 5. Who else can we put in here? Select squad. We're gonna put in Thrawn lead. We're gonna put in Thrawn lead. And I don't know, probably Watt. We'll put in Watt. We'll take out Gideon. We'll put in Watt. That way we might have a chance. We gotta try him somewhere, right? But now that we got him upgraded. Where's our boy? Where's our boy Watt? Past him. Here he is. There we go. All or nothing. That's right. Talk about a character spotlight. Absolutely. This is the shining bright spotlight. Oh my gosh. I forgot. This team is legit. This team is legit. All right. Who do we want the tank tech on? We don't have a tank. Let's just give the weapon tech to Vader. And, oh, we don't have Palpatine lead, so we have to start with this. Let's just try to do some ability blocks everywhere. Ability block. Ability block. Ability block. No ability block there. And ability block there. Okay, good. Now we're going to do the AoE. And let's try an ability block over here again. Got it. Fully ability block. All right, let's fracture somebody. We're going to fracture Han Solo. You guys probably already know if you've done this Galactic Challenge. We're going to put the health pack on Thrawn because we want him to stay alive. Counter. The fracture's already over? The fracture's already over. Uh-oh. All right, let's give some protection to Vader. And we still got this stuff. As long as Vandor Chewbacca is in here, you have to kill him first. You have to kill him first. Can we get some stuns? Got some stuns, but then we died for that. All right, let's stun somebody who's ability blocked with Thrawn's basic stun. Boom. And then another merciless for Vader. All right, basic. And we're gonna AoE here. And basic right here. And basic right here. And can we go ahead and, oh, we can't, just basic. Can we go ahead and get a calling blade right here? Not enough. You guys notice I'm not using Thrawn's ability. I don't have a fracture going right now. Can we finish him off? Got him. All right, let's put this on. Only guy left. All right, let's fracture YOLO. He's got turn meter immediately again. All right, we have to do a special, remove some of his turn meter. Why is he gaining so much turn meter so fast? Is it because of the health pack? No, it's not. All right, here we go. Merciless. We're gonna throw at him. He's got 17. You know that's gonna kill him. All right, throw it at Han. Let's finish this puppy. Let's heal some protection. This team definitely could not have done this with that 5-star Thrawn. That's what we should have done. We should have tried it before the event and shown how strong he is. But I'm super happy with my Thrawn, you guys. Let's see what his speed is up to now. I don't know if we even added any speed to him or not, but let's see. Let's see. And then we're going to wrap up this stream, you guys. I had a blast. I can't believe we got him on the first shot. Insane value fractures. Yeah, not really. Raphael calling me out. 232, I got to get some speed on this guy. But that fracture, you guys, it can come in handy. Thrawn's an amazing character. And if you have low gear Phoenix, that is how you do it, you guys. That is how you do it. I stream every Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and we always have a blast when we do it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining this stream. I can't wait to see you guys next time as we continue this free-to-play journey. And don't forget that I want you all to know that Jesus loves you.